Alrighty, look at that. A few seconds early. It definitely isn't that I was almost late. Welcome everybody. Happy Friday. Caden, say something. Alright, most of that got cut out. Sick.
Swaya!
There you go. Welcome,
Hello.
people. Welcome.
Chat, I just farted. Did you hear it?
Thank God, no. Spoon? What are you talking about? Is that a reference to something or?
No, I don't.
Spoon.
Spoon?
So your meme censored? I'm not showing your meme, dude. I'm not showing your meme. That thing is an abomination.
It's not even
That thing is an affront to God.
Unless there's a second one that I didn't
Show
see.
it? No, I refuse to show it. I am standing on business tonight. I will not be bullied by you people any longer.
Good luck.
I mean, I'll still be bullied by you, but
I'll get them to bully you.
the people in the chat will never bully me again.
I will
Happy NNN in election season. Speaking of which,
Well,
chat,
I've lost one of those. You'll never.
We're obviously not going to talk about politics, but don't forget to vote. Everybody's voice matters.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your reminder. Also, you can see I voted today. Look, my character has the little sticker on him. There you go. Bully Sussy Clussy with Lurvu. What? Minx, what are you talking about?
I think the W was a typo. I think it's supposed to be Lurv.
Lurv.
Sandwiches,
I
yes.
thought that was just an abomination of.
Censored.
I thought
Censored.
you like misspelled
Censored.
Luke's name or something.
Censored.
Lurv. There you go. Who
Censored.
ruined the Louisiana? Yeah, no, isn't it bad? It's horrible, right? Oh, and I gotta
yay! Yes, all the sandwiches for me. As a king, I would need them.
What are you? What?
Kings need lots of sandwiches.
Glad you're here, Banks. Hey, look, you actually came in before the 2-hour mark. Look at that. Yippee.
Yeah. Wait, sandwiches for Luke. Hell yeah. So wait,
Minx,
who
can I
else?
have sandwiches?
Does anyone else? No.
You don't deserve sandwiches.
Well, let Minx answer. Minx, can I have sandwiches?
All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Please. You never know when I'm lurking. That is true. Well, this is the first time you've shown yourself. My mistake. Sorry.
None of you guys are getting
What's up,
sandwiches.
Lois?
She's only giving me the sandwiches.
Sandwiches
Sandwiches
for all.
for
No,
all.
we
See, there
all
we go.
got them.
She cuts the crust for me. Thank you.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
Wait. Sandwiches for all. Oh my God, Minx is
No.
a communist.
Oh no!
And we're
I
talking
thought
about
you said we weren't talking about politics.
No, we're not, but we're talking about Black Ops. And it takes place during the Cold War.
Wasn't that the last game, stupid?
Yeah, but this one
was the last
follows up.
game.
This one follows up on that. Shut up! I'm making a funny. Minx, you can't. No. Everybody has to make their own
Delta
sandwiches.
gets the crust cut off for sure. Delta. How do you
Yeah,
get
Delta
sandwiches?
is definitely the type of guy to get the crust cut off the sandwiches.
What's wrong with that?
He cuts the crust off.
You're
his
wasting.
crust
You're wasting good bread.
Yeah, crust
Not
of
really,
sandwiches.
though.
What are you, 5?
Yeah, exactly. It's like slicing up your apples.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know. Okay, now let me rephrase. It's like
Okay, buddy.
it's like
Okay.
slicing up your
Show the
apples
class
and
my work, you
taking the skin off of them as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we're
Show
starting
my
off making
class-
enemies.
Show the class my work, you coward. First of all, don't call me a coward. That's not very nice. Second of all, what do you think, chat? Would you like to see Censored's abomination of a meme?
Which one?
The one that was just sent, like the most recent one.
Oh God. I don't know.
Show the meme, Minx? No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't.
I can't.
I can't do it.
I cut my sandwiches horizontally. That's
Aren't sandwiches squares?
yeah. Low-key.
So it wouldn't matter which way you cut it. Oh man. Anyway, so we've actually got some stuff to take a look at tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me pull it up on the thing. Luke saw me going through Dreamcast Guy's channel earlier, and he was like, "Oh God."
I also saw you going through Dreamcast Guy's channel earlier.
Yeah, same here.
Oh man.
Just like, why are you back on the thick milky ropes guy's channel?
That is true.
Uh,
Forget that voice mod. Hold on.
Let's hear
Nah.
it. Let's hear it.
Well,
Oh wait, I
you'll
don't have
be
to
able
hear
to hear it if you watch the stream.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
You were here, Ben as a heretic. Can you let it go, Kylo? Jesus Christ. My God. Oh God, Dreamcast guy. Yep. Don't you worry about it. Methcast guy. Yeah. Did you people not look at the thumbnail? He's in the thumbnail for the stream.
Shooting thick, milky ropes.
There you go. There's the line. He said the thing, guys. He said the thing. I love it. Spider-Man is hot. Yeah, this is Spider-Man after 10 years of meth. Oh, that's messed up. That's methed up.
That's methed up.
But we are really nice to you
Mike
all
Tyson?
the time. Smiling face with hearts.
Because meth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we are really nice to you all the time. Are you, Brandon? Thank you for the super chat. But just because you give me money to bully me doesn't mean it's okay to bully me.
Isn't that?
No, I'm just kidding. That's exactly what that means. If you give me
Yeah, I
money,
was
you're
gonna
allowed to
say-
bully me.
Isn't that like Queso's whole shtick?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, his whole
Well,
thing
he-
is well, I mean, he gets bullied for free a lot of the time, but
Yeah. Okay, fine. More like Tim the Tap Man. That's like his.
yeah,
thing.
it's in the tap,
That's
man. Yeah.
fair. There it is.
His excuses or his
What-
career.
What did Xbox Enjoyer just put in memes?
Oh no.
Oh no. Let's see.
God.
The chat loves you lots. I know they bully me out of love.
Meme. Where in memes?
The most recent thing.
That's,
Or no, in
Washers-
general. Sorry,
Okay.
general. My bad.
you gotta be.
I may be trash.
Sorry.
What's the biggest thing you have shoved up your ass?
It is-
Why is it
Nothing. I
Theodore?
guess.
I'll
Probably,
shit box.
probably Theodore is the biggest thing, honestly. Anyway, bully Clusabeth. Don't.
What?
They call me Clusabeth because like Elizabeth, Queen
Oh, that's funny.
Elizabeth. Yeah,
Keep calling him that.
please.
Queen
Oh,
Elizabeth.
God, you guys are terrible. How much would I pay someone to read my magnum opus on stream? No amount of money could make me read that. No amount of money. That is your answer. OMG, that's funny. Yeah, I'm glad you think it's funny, Minx. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you all take such pride in my suffering. The
I'm
things
sure
I
that's-
do for you.
What you're looking for. But what do I know? What do I
Enjoyment.
know?
That they take such enjoyment in my suffering. What do you want? I bully Clussy out of pure malice. Finally, somebody's honest. You know what? I'm not even mad about it. At least he was honest. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah,
it's
we
all
got.
yeah, it's all disrespect.
I have a bully kink. I mean, I have a kink. When it comes to getting bullied for money. So.
Money.
Yeah, there you go. Let's pull Wings of Redemption. Chat, we need to be making at least $10 an hour or else I'm shutting the stream off.
Nice.
'Cause I need to be
Wow.
making at least minimum wage because screw all of you. Anyway, so yeah, we got Dreamcast guy. We got Reforge playing Elden Ring, which I saw this a few days ago, and dear God, I can't possibly imagine what's in store. I've been trying to find, does anybody have the clip of Reforge calling people disabled?
He
Does
called them retarded.
Yep, he did do that. Why?
Minxie asked me to hit you with a pillow.
Jesus, god damn.
Minxie, I hit him with the pillow.
Jesus Christ. Pillow jump scare.
She just like hit him with a pillow. I was like, all right.
Okay,
What?
I'm.
You don't have to ask me twice. That's gonna happen.
If somebody could find me the clip of Reforge saying that and DM it to me, that would be fantastic. And then the main thing, I want to look at Griffin's BO6 campaign review because he says it's worse than the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. So,
Oof.
oof.
This will be the part of the stream where I just listen a lot because I literally have not played either campaign. So
True. Yeah, that's the part. This is the part where Caden just goes silent and kind of lurks a little bit.
yeah, I get to lurk.
But
I don't have
first,
an opinion on Alex.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Why
DPD Huntress has become a
Because
member.
it's good to stay hydrated. That's
No,
why.
I'm not the streamer. This isn't my stream.
Ah, yes. If you're not a streamer, you don't need to stay hydrated.
Check memes.
Check
Real
memes. All right, hold on. Oh God. She mountain on my dew till I Baja blast. What in God's name? Ween is over. That is true. Also, DPD Huntress, thank you. Thank you.
Not
DPD
it,
Huntress.
it's still Ween.
No, it's November 1st.
It's
is
Ween.
no longer-
It's Neen now.
Plus he uses hot dog water in his bomb.
What?
What the?
I don't even know how to use a bong. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't say that. That was someone else.
The closest I've gotten to using a bong is heating up a beaker in chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Campaign is good. The AI is bad, though. I didn't even really think the AI was terrible, but maybe I wasn't paying like close enough attention.
I wonder if it's worse if you scale.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? Delta would be able to tell us
We
about
learned this
that.
skill in Alex streams.
We learned this skill in Alex streams. Oh, the bullying? Yeah, no, I know. Bullying Alex walked, so bullying me could crawl because I don't get bullied as bad as Alex.
True. He got a fucking body pillow.
Yeah, no, he gets like body pills and stuff sent to him, which to be fair, I'm sure if I opened a P.O. box, I would be getting similar stuff, so.
Someone would send you a poster of that one picture.
Yeah, and then Luke would hang it up in the room.
Oh,
and,
as he should.
Your wall is still barren, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm saving it for something.
Of course. It's all Alex's fault. Yeah. How could Alex do this? Why would he get bullied just so I would get bullied? I can't believe him. You disgust me. All right. So the first thing I wanted to look at real quick is this tweet from Jay Barry saying Black Ops 6 fun is diminishing. This game is filled with cheaters and horrible spawns. First video, just look. Second video, what kind of spawn is that? Then the recon specialist perk. They know exactly where I was. I just spawned in. So he's accusing the guy in the first video of cheating. Let's take a look at this video and see if he's cheating or not. Oh, hold on.
Reforged versus DCG in a Nerf bat fight.
A
Who
Nerf
wins?
bat? Is that a thing? DPD, thank you for the 2. Reforge versus DCG in a Nerf bat fight. I think Dreamcast guy would win because, you know, like Crackhead Rage or like Crackhead Strength. I feel like there would be something similar for Meth. So I think Dreamcast guy would just be able to take more of a beating. Also,
you wanna stream in the Discord?
Sorry, hold on.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even say it that. Uh-oh.
You were like, oh, do you want to stream in the Discord? Yes, I want to stream in the Discord. Got him.
Oh, okay, good.
So
good.
sorry.
Good. You do want to stream.
Dreamcast guy at least kind of works out. So yeah, that is true. Dreamcast guy does at least somewhat work out. That is true. Hold on. What was that? I saw something earlier. The way the Fortenga and Alex tried dislikes Griffin is very funny. He said the campaign sucked for Blof 6. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, not perfect or anything, but I'm very interested to see exactly why. What are you doing?
I was standing up. I'm watching your stream.
Oh, okay. You're standing behind me. I'm afraid you're gonna hit me with a pillow again.
Well, you should be.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It'll happen at a random time.
Exactly. It'll happen. Yeah. So it's like 1 hour of silence, occasionally broken by getting hit by a pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
Except it's not silence, and we just do a stream. Reforge is weaker than a hamster. I just imagine. I don't know why. I just like remember in Deadpool and Wolverine, like the first Wolverine encounter, he's like super short.
Yeah.
I just imagine like meeting Reforge in real life. He's like 4'11", and like the Nerf baseball bat is bigger than him, and he like falls over when he tries to hold it. He's like, whoa.
He tries to pick it up, and it's like when people try to pick up
obnoxious, real.
I imagine him trying to pick up like a Nerf baseball bat in that scenario would be like when people try to pick up like a pull-down bar from one end with one hand. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you
No, I've and I've tried to do it before.
Yeah.
You lose it.
I've tried to do that. I
It is
get it off.
impossible to grip that stuff without two hands. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Kelsey is under the threat of backshots by who?
Me?
You?
That's the joke.
Huh?
Yeah,
is it a joke though?
No, it's waiting to become reality.
Is it a joke? I'm scared now.
Chat, the only one who can request me to hit Klutzy with a pillow is Minxie. She has that power.
That's true. She does have that power.
Maybe Caden and maybe Delta.
All right, I will reserve that maybe power.
It depends on it. It depends on if Caden beats Luke in a 1v1 or not.
That's not happening. It's a situational
trust me, that's probably not going to happen.
It's a situational thing.
By the time we finish the stream, there's no way I'm going to be able to
check memes in
beat
Discord.
anyone.
Dear God, do I want to?
Spec?
You
know what? Sure, why not Spec?
Yeah. You know what, Kylo? Actually, very true.
I don't know.
Very true. Yeah. Not even wrong. You has the power. You do, Minx. All right. So Game is filled with cheaters. As somebody pointed out in the replies, turn off crossplay, which he admits that he has not turned off crossplay.
Yikes.
So
you can solve your problem very
if
easily,
cheaters
sir.
are really that bad, then turn off crossplay. And he's accusing the guy in the first video of cheating. So let's take a look at the quote-unquote cheating that's happening here. Does
That
that
didn't
look
look
like
that did not look like he was.
We need to
the
smack
most-
it to
yeah,
give
he's
it
using the
life and
goblin.
free
Oh,
that
hold on.
smile as you say what the hell.
But your face is so blank, we need to smack it to give it life and free that smile as you say what the... What are you talking about? Huh? Thank you for the 8, but... huh?
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 Yeah, no. About
That
this
just
clip,
looks like a good
that-
shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he didn't immediately lock onto where the guy spawned, and the guy, like, ran forward down what I might say, or what I might add, is a very narrow, like,
The most
pathway.
cheater-ish part wasn't even when he got killed.
He saw him.
But, like, this is so obviously not cheating, because look at this. He un-ADS's, or no, sorry, hold on. Can I put it in slow motion at all? Yes, I can. Let's look at it in slow. So yeah, he looks over,
I
and
have
then he
another
un-ADS's, and then he re-ADS's. He misses a couple shots, and then hits a triple headshot.
To be
Like that.
fair, yeah, he does hit a few headshots in a row, but that's
That's
luck. I've seen
not-
that
It
before.
looks like he's crouched.
Like, hold on, I want to see the full thing in slow motion again. So he's looking that way, then he looks this way. I mean, nothing about that looked like he was snapping to his head or anything.
No, he's just looking around, keeping his head on the...
Yeah, he just turned very fast. Then he
was
looked
just keeping
away
his head on
on
the swivel.
ADS, re-ADS when he realized there was a guy there, and hit a quadruple headshot. Nothing about that looked like cheating. And then he looks back, and
He saw the guy. He did
saw
see him running.
He saw
towards-
him
yeah.
run to the right side, so he looks around. Shoulder shot, shoulder shot, shoulder shot, headshot. Nothing about that.
That was a generous
Even-
headshot, though.
That was a generous
What the
headshot,
game
yeah.
I've seen is it's a little bit generous, but like that, even there, that's
Yeah, this game is very generous with the headshot hitbox.
Yeah.
I'll say that
The-
much.
In no way was this cheating
Yeah,
whatsoever. Like
that just seems like he
that
was
is
locked in.
actually just a skill issue.
Yeah, that just seems like he was locked.
Or
the
I guess
fuck
a
in.
non-skill issue on the part of the other guy.
he also just ran
Yeah.
straight down the thing. He didn't move.
Yeah, he
hold on,
ran down a
Sen-
fucking
Sensor-
narrow
Sensor,
pathway.
thank you for the 2. I have another meme. Oh god.
He didn't utilize Omni movement. That's why he lost.
What's your
Yeah,
other
you did.
meme?
If he had just dove, he would have survived.
Or slid.
True. I
True.
slide more than I dive.
I
Yeah, that's
slide
fair.
more. But even then, if you're sliding there,
Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna show this one. This one's funny.
if you're sliding there, if you know someone's going to be there and you're going to slide, you're going to cover yourself way more, and it's going to have less time to react.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. This one's actually funny. I'll show this one. I won't show the one with me in it, though, because making fun of me is not funny, obviously. Making fun of others is funny, though. There you go. How much did Sony pay you? Answer me, damn it. Especially with the PS Portal thing. Very true. Very, very true. Griffin is too pudgy to play keyboard and mouse. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
His fat fingers just match the keys, and his mouse arm is too heavy for long sessions. Jesus.
God damn.
I mean, yeah, in that picture from a couple of years ago, he looked kind of heavy, but Christ. I mean, I know he hits the gym. Jesus.
That Griffin COD video is really bad. It shows how incompetent Griffin really is. He was having so much trouble with shield enemies on easy difficulty.
That Griffin COD
Speechless face.
Griffin COD video is really bad. It shows how incompetent Griffin really is. He was having trouble with shield enemies on easy difficulty. Damn. Thank you for the 5 Black Cobra. To be fair, shield enemies are usually annoying, like, no matter what.
But you can still hit them. Like, they're not
Yeah.
hard.
But, yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, Griffin plays on easy mode. And he's, like, still... I cannot wait to see this video. I can't wait to see his complaints. Because, I have some ideas in my head, but I don't want to say anything. Just yet, at least. Into the klutzy verse. What do you... Well, I mean, we have the normal me, the short me, and the thick me. Which, the last one was not a welcome addition, by the way. The last one was awful. And then this guy down here, you said you preferred Concord, excuse me, if you think your opinion on an Xbox IP is invalid. Oh,
Yeah, real.
man.
Real.
Yeah, saying Concord over BO6 is actually kind of insane.
That's wild.
That is wild. Especially since you can still play BO6. Anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Well, you can play it when it actually fucking launches and gets off the first,
I think
like, Call of
that's a
Duty
you
screen.
issue and not the game.
No.
Literally,
it's definitely a game
none of
issue.
us have had that issue, though. It is
Just because not everyone has had it doesn't mean it's not an issue with the game.
Only you. You intentionally did it to make the game look bad. I bet that's what happened.
I don't need to make the game look bad.
Short
they do
and
that
thick,
themselves.
fluffy. When you cannot do that, the short me is a child. You cannot.
Attendo. Attendo.
He's in America right now. He's not doing commissions.
Balls. Okay.
But he will be working on a very special project when he gets back for us, which we won't say anything, but it's going to be awesome.
You can
I
say it
can't
later when... Yeah, you can say it later.
Yeah, me and Luke are so excited for it. All right, so we can do Griffin's review of the campaign. We can quickly... Actually, I mean, I guess...
Jesus Christ.
What?
He's bad at this game. I watched 5 minutes of his review video.
Of Griffin's review?
In the campaign, he started hard scoping his team, like the friendly NPCs.
Oh, God. All right.
What the fuck?
Also, if he calls the AI bad, I'm going to lose it because he was playing on easy.
You can barely hit him with a sniper.
Yeah, well, we shall see what happens. Josh here. Hey, what's up, Josh? How are you doing, sir? Sorry, Chad had to listen to something for Himbo. The FFX music got claimed, so we were swapping the music track. Ah, okay. Music got claimed on a video. Damn. Well, what's up, Josh? Hope you are doing well. So, we can do Dreamcast Guy, we can do Reforge, or we can do Griffin. I will put up a poll. Not upload
Oh,
video,
dear.
Jesus.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Dear
Oh,
God.
oh,
dear.
no, that's just
Oh, dear
terrible,
God.
dear. Oh, no. Also, why is the YouTube progress bar turning magenta? Why are they doing that?
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Anybody in
know.
here work for YouTube? Please answer.
I think it's unlikely. Possible,
Alright.
but unlikely.
Reforge, DCG, or Griffin? Alright, go to the polls, chat. Josh is here. I thought I smelled cabbage. What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that actually mean?
I thought I smelled cabbage as well.
Wait, no, seriously.
What
does
the
that
hell?
mean? Oh my
Should I be offended on Josh's behalf? I'm unsure.
Are you calling him a vegetable? Like, what's happening?
Who first?
Because I beat the get to work allegations. Just because you make one video doesn't mean you've beaten the allegations.
I show you my clip with the shield enemies on hard difficulty. Reason why Griffin was having trouble because the clown wasn't using his gadgets.
Yeah, thank you for the 5, Black Cobra. Yeah. So, the Riot Shield guys are actually very easy to deal with. All you do is throw a shock stick at them, and they drop their Riot Shields.
Or you can just
A shot stick, and then
or you can
even
melee.
like the armored enemies, you can just throw a freaking a homing knife
Yeah,
at
I was
them.
gonna say homing knives as well.
The other thing is that I saw a video.
Homing knife.
In the
And then he
Immersion
outright admits in this review that he never upgraded any of his stats.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. He never upgraded his base at all, so like he was missing out on stat boosts and stuff. Like that's.
Well, you can literally one tap every single boss, like enemy boss, by meleeing them in the campaign. I saw a video on this. You can
Really?
look up.
Yeah.
The Juggernauts and the Shield guys, if you go up to them and melee them, you get a special cutscene where you one-shot them.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. All right, looks
It's a
like.
death animation.
Oh god,
It is.
we're doing Griffin. All right, heads up. This will probably take up a majority of the stream because his review is an hour long. So.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
I'm head on
God.
out. I'll see
Oh,
y'all.
okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye,
Delta.
Delta.
See ya.
Oh man, Delta just couldn't handle it. What a shame.
Let's see if either of us can handle this.
Probably not, but you know what? We're sure as hell gonna try. Save yourself, Delta. Yeah. Yeah.
He's gone. He's done.
He's gone. Unless, because I'm trying to think, because the Reforge clip is only like 6 minutes. I'm trying to think if we,
Hey, no. Chat voted.
Chava, that is true. You know what? Screw it. All right. Let's find out why the Black Ops 6 campaign is a steaming pile of turd. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Another year, another mediocre Call of Duty campaign, and we are going to be reviewing it. And this time on the chopping block is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and I am proud to say that Call of Duty Black...
Griffin could have us any equipment they help.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, did he not use the equipment? Because that's going to be extra embarrassing if he just doesn't use any of the equipment. We shall see.
Black Ops 6 might
Griffin, see you later. Jesus Christ.
just be the absolute worst Call of Duty campaign I have ever possibly played, even worse than Modern Warfare 3 2023.
Now, that is an absurdly bold claim right there. Worse than Modern Warfare 3, which is regarded by pretty much everybody to be the worst COD campaign ever. That is,
That's
wow.
a take of all time.
Turn it up a little. I can, alright, I'll turn it up a little bit. I got you.
Yes, that is how much I disliked this campaign, because from start to finish, I did not have fun with this thing at all. I was almost immediately bored upon starting it, and the game just never got good. The pacing was all over the place, and borderline came to a crawl way too many times for a
I mean, I significantly disagree, but whatever. I'm sure we'll get
I
into
swear
it.
to God, this guy watched like one game review or movie review and just borrowed phrases from that.
It kind of feels like it, honestly.
It actually, he's using like the exact buzz phrases that like reviewers use, but like I don't think he actually knows what they mean or how to apply them.
Nah, I
He's
mean,
just saying them.
he did play the game on stream, so I mean, there is that.
And
That doesn't mean he knows how to. That doesn't mean he knows how to analyze a game.
That is true. We shall see.
On top of that, the story is completely nonsensical and doesn't even take advantage of the entire premise, which is the setting of the Gulf War time.
I mean, I will say maybe they could have done a bit more with that, but at the same time, it's like the Gulf War in this story is like background, except for the. I mean, I guess obviously spoilers, but like you do raid a Saddam Hussein palace. Like, you do that, and you're, like, in Iraq. Like, during the really, like, big mission, you're like, going around Iraq. So, I mean, yeah, I will say the Gulf War is more of a set piece than it is actually utilized. But...
He's only mad because it required him to actually
Hey, what's
think
up,
and
Patches?
move slower than a flying squirrel on acid.
Very true, Spec. Thank you for the 5. He's only mad because it required him to think and move slower than a flying squirrel on acid. Yeah. Because I have a feeling one of his criticisms is going to be if it's not constant, like, ADHD curing action every 5 seconds, then he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Still play Doom on like Nightmare or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
seriously. Oh, by the way, Griffin committed the ultimate sin. He played his entire playthrough of Doom Eternal, he played on mute. He had the volume off when he played Doom
What?
Eternal.
What?
Yeah.
All right, let me at him.
Let me
Where's he
at him.
live? Give me his address.
Yeah, yeah.
Time period. And while the marketing material might have
What? Yeah, exactly. You guys give me plenty of L. Can we get an L spam, please, just for that alone? God, this was 4 years ago, and we should get it going. I'm here for Josh's cheesy bag fries. What? That sounds vaguely sexual, and I don't like it.
You horny motherfucker.
And maybe it's my fault. Yeah, honestly, it's probably my fault. You know what? I'm sorry. All right, hold on. Actually, real quick, I think I have... Yeah, it's November now, so I have more memberships to give away for free, so I'm going to give away 5 right now. All right, if you want one, then pray to RNGesus, I guess. There you go. Yippee.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Hot take Black Ops 3 the worst campaign but I love it.
Hot take, Black Ops 3 the worst campaign, but I love it. Hey, I
I don't
relate...
think that's a hot take. I don't know.
I mean, after MW3, I think that might be a bit more of a hot take, but I can't really disagree because I never played it, but yeah. And also, thank you for the 10, DK. Or DDK.
I've heard generally that like people, I guess since Call of Duty campaigns have slowly been getting like kind of worse, other than BO6 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I know BO3 is probably one of the most disliked campaigns.
Yeah.
In most of the recent games. I guess.
Does it even connect to the Black Ops storyline much, like, at all? I don't even think it.
Isn't it
ties
like
in that much.
100 or isn't it a couple hundred years in the future?
Yeah, it
At
is,
least?
but like it's a couple hundred years in the future. But I'm trying to think. Or I think it's like 100 years in the future, but whatever. I'm trying to think if it actually ties in. No, it doesn't. Okay. RNGesus has forsaken me. R.I.P. Well, you could, All
right.
In the words of I don't know if Reforge actually said this, but let's act like Reforge. Well, you could just stop being selfish and actually buy your own membership because God, people gifting memberships is just the worst thing ever. How dare they? You know.
Somebody clip that out of context.
Yeah, somebody please clip that out of context. And
Griffin hates the Doom soundtrack.
Exactly. And
is that
also,
true, Black Cobra?
and
Thank you for
also-
the dude. Griffin hates the Doom soundtrack. Oh God. Oh boy. Anyway, Caden, what were you gonna say?
I forgot.
Okay, fantastic. Anyway,
Have you believe that this is going to be a central theme of the story and the events that take place in the game? We have a scenario where literally this game could take place at any point in human history, and it would not have any sort of significant effect on the plot whatsoever.
I mean that's not true though, because the central plot is about the CIA being like torn down. Like the people are trying to frame the CIA as like failing, and then like the main villain, her whole goal is to make the CIA look like a bunch of dumbasses, and then she's gonna take over. Like that's the whole plan, and that revolves around the Gulf War. Oh God, hold on.
Another Griffin meme. It speaks for
Another
everyone.
Griffin meme. All right, hold on. Let me take a look. What could it possibly be this time? It's okay. It's the same thing as before. You will drink this 5-hour energy and you will like it. I mean, I don't know if he drinks 5-hour energy, but yeah. Oh, also, you see, that is a good one. I like that one.
The Gulf War is an afterthought at best in the context of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and that's still probably being a little bit generous to call it an afterthought, because it barely...
I mean, slightly, but at the same time, I mean, I think that's what the story they tell is pretty good.
has any sort...
And also, it's not... Like, he's acting like this game was called Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War. Like, what? Like, he's still in the mindset of, like, when we got the leaks several months back.
Mm-hmm.
of importance into the plot, and you can tell that it was just shoehorned in there in order to market the story effectively by drawing on people's memories and, I guess, familiarity with the conflict itself. Because I think only like maybe 20 to 30% of the campaign actually takes place in what you would consider to be a Gulf War setting anyway. So, and the missions that you're playing there don't really have too much importance on the story at all either. It's just kind of like, oh, well, yeah, we kind of have to include these in the game because we kind of promised that it was going to center around the Gulf War itself. So that, I think, is also a massive mistake because they didn't even utilize the setting effectively.
And I guess that's fair enough.
Has always
I
been
won't
one
knock
of the
him too much
biggest
for that.
strengths, I feel like, of Call of Duty campaigns. But
Check memes. Is there something else in memes? Oh, the clip. Hold on, yeah. Let me pull this up. You could just stop being selfish and actually buy your own membership because, God, people gifting memberships is just the worst thing ever. That looks, that makes me
canceled.
That makes me look pretty bad out of context. I like it. Thank you, Spec. That was very good.
Overall, man, this game was an absolute slog to sit through. I really did not enjoy it, aside from a few missions here and there. The majority of it was absolutely awful. There's a lot of issues I have with this game.
I can't wait to hear these issues.
Can I just say, this guy, like, I don't really know, like, anything about Griffin, but this video, like, the way he's talking, this guy seems like he just loves to complain. Like, I don't even know.
Yeah,
he just seems like
of.
he just, the way he's talking, he just seems like he loves like tearing people down and loves to complain about stupid shit that isn't actually true. That's like the vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting from like his tone.
Let's I guess we should call Caden a fortune teller or a mind reader,
or a dumbass, I guess, depending how this ages.
Yeah, that too. But that's for other reasons. That's pretty spot on. Why is everybody saying smack me? Why is everybody please don't.
I just stood up and you got like concerned.
Oh my God. Why is everybody telling him to smack me? Why?
Spoilers in
Minxie
this.
and Spec have that. Oh wait, nope. Minxie asked for it. All right.
Thanks that. God damn it.
I mean, I don't make the rules.
All right, you literally made that rule up, but whatever. Ow.
Get over it. Hello.
Yeah, but you hit me hard with it. God. Can't believe you.
Specific section. We will do that when we get to the actual story breakdown, but there is a very weird, like almost borderline supernatural theme that happens in this game, and I don't really know how to put it without spoiling it for the
I mean, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the mission with like the zombies and stuff, and hear me out, that's called the character was tripping balls because he was inhaling stuff he shouldn't have been.
That was like the best mission.
That was literally like my favorite mission
So
in the
good.
entire game.
It's so good.
people who do care. We'll talk about it when we do get to the story analysis section, but let's just say your typical suspension of disbelief in Call of Duty campaigns is ramped up to the
That you can
absolute
see right here. He's trying so hard to like skip the dialogue as well. Like you see, he
of disbelief.
he tries to like hit
in Call of
escape to get out of the
Duty
dialogue, and then he's
campaigns
like
is ramped up to the absolute
oh, my ADHD can't handle this. Let me get through it. Like Jesus Christ.
max and
Bro is
beyond
complaining
what-
about the story being like incoherent and whatever, and he's literally trying his hardest to fucking
I
ignore the story.
saw some people saying that like he tried to basically speedrun the game on stream, which
Nice.
who would have thought if you're speedrunning a story game or a game with like a deep story, then you're gonna miss a lot.
what is
Yeah.
acceptable, I feel like, for the rule of
He saw a woman talking and got scared. Yeah, that's what it was. He saw her talking. He was like, oh no.
cool in video games, but we'll
Like
get
I said, a flying squirrel on acid. Yeah, exactly.
Saw a tip jar. Must add tip. Just the tip jar.
Must add tip to the tip jar. Exactly. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. Hey, if you want to add to the tip, no, I'm kidding. It doesn't
See,
actually
he
mean
smacks
anything. I
you,
just
then
wanted an
you
excuse to put the
smile, I
lean
was
pumpkin.
right.
See, he smacks you, then you
Yeah.
smile. I was right. I didn't smile. I was in agony. I almost died from that pillow smack. And you,
I would
and you
believe
people
that.
just sit here and laugh at it.
to that when we actually get to the story analysis. I don't want to spoil it for people if they don't want
Woman in my Vidya game woke. Yeah, that's what it's become,
to be
basically.
spoiled
Yep.
and want to experience it for themselves. So I think that's enough of an intro. You know, TLDR, obviously, I'm not a fan, but we'll go ahead and break
Really? You don't say.
this down, man. So I think first up, let's go ahead and talk about some of the issues I encountered while attempting to
Yeah,
play the campaign
please,
for
enlighten
Call of
me.
Duty
Let's be
Black Ops
enlightened.
6.
Issues. Woman scary. It's like in the Modern Warfare 3 mission where remember last year on stream I just tried to like run through the mission and we were playing as the female character and then they just started shooting at me for no reason. It was like, a woman, she can't be here, kill her.
So before we
Yeah.
get into some specific issues,
Somebody clip that.
Yeah, you want to clip that as well.
Somebody
just take
clip
me
that.
as out of context as possible.
Man, this stream is really
Goddamn,
good for out of context.
100 people in here. Jesus, thank you all so much for showing up.
surrounding Black
Woo!
Ops 6, I do want to talk about the Call of
What's the
Duty.
point of playing a game when you're going to speedrun it? I mean, to be fair, I think it's like, yeah, what's the point if you're not like going to speedrun it for like the sake of actually speedrunning? You're just like trying to blow through it.
HQ experience on PC, because this is absolutely horrible, man. I mean, I know it's like a common thing, but I feel like it's worth noting because, dude, this shit is fucking wild that it's still this bad. So when I downloaded...
I mean, to be fair, they made the COD HQ was made a lot better with the Black Ops 6 introduction. I will say that.
Call of Duty
Although I will also say it is still dumb. That like, yeah, why can't it just be the same game?
I fucking hate COD HQ. That's such a dumb, stupid piece of shit idea. I don't know.
it should be its own thing.
Call it like the games should just be separate. They should be independent games. That way, when the fucking launcher doesn't open, I can still at least open the game.
What I miss? Not much so far.
Black Ops 6 earlier today. I downloaded COD HQ and all the files for Black Ops 6, had it all preloaded. I did the shaders through Call of Duty HQ, and when it was time to actually launch Black Ops 6, and imagine my shock, I had to do another batch of shaders for the campaign. And this
Yep,
time
true.
it took 25 minutes.
Oh, womp womp.
Radar, proceed with Project Pillow Smack.
No,
I
Ben.
had the pillow.
This is not how this works. You don't get to just super chat or
Oh no, 25 minutes of waiting.
this could be a money making opportunity.
What?
I feel bad soliciting the price, but at the same time, that way it like actually happens.
You know what? How about this? $10 pillow smack.
Okay.
I opened Black Ops 6 at
Yes, you get to go. But let me take off my headphones
Oh, I will,
first.
I
But
will.
yes.
But I just get to smack the shit out of
Yeah, you get to smack me with a pillow. $10
This is
equals
great. This is a great day.
equals I get smacked with a pillow. There you go.
11:57 and was finally able to start playing the campaign at 12:22.
I mean, I will say it does suck that it took 25 minutes for the shaders.
That does
is
suck, but also
absolute-
25 minutes is not that bad. Just turn on just go watch like a video or something, or walk away. I don't know.
Absolutely insane that it took that long to compile fucking shaders. But
That
on
is
top
true.
of that, I noticed something.
Griffin wasn't here for Cold War then. If he doesn't, Cold War shaders were a whole other monster on their own.
When I finished the campaign and wanted to go try out the multiplayer, there is still this thing going on with COD HQ, which is the most obnoxious shit ever. Where if you want to switch game modes, basically, between like single player, multiplayer, and zombies, for example, you have to quit the entire game. And
That's only when going to campaign. That does not apply
Yeah.
to multiplayer and zombies. I don't know why you have to restart the game to open the campaign. I will say that is dumb, but that only applies to the campaign. That is not a multiplayer and zombies thing. You just click in, it like loads for half a second, and then you're in.
Yeah,
That is it.
That's what happens on console, at least.
It's what happens on PC as well.
relaunch it as a brand new executable on your computer. And there is a problem currently on Black Ops 6 where every single time the game restarts on your computer, certain graphical settings, certain game settings, control settings, just various different things get reset. And you have to change those settings every single time the game restarts. Now, this will probably be fixed by...
I mean, hopefully that's been fixed by now. I didn't encounter that personally, but if that is true, then yeah. Hold on.
Let's be real, what COD campaign was good after the old CODs?
What COD campaign was good after the old CODs? Well, define old CODs. Like, what's the cutoff point? When do we get into new CODs? Like, is it Modern Warfare 2019? Oh, no.
Pillow smack.
All right.
Is that?
That's a pillow smack.
$9.84. So I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, that's if it's yellow, then it's $10 American. So, all right,
Okay.
go for it.
Ooh.
All right. Thank you for the 10, or thank you for the 15 Australian. You're welcome.
The old COD is BO2 from 2012.
His
like,
voice
that's
and
kind of- well, that's
synthetic
not.
man's voices are terrible. True. Like in general. Well, what do you mean in general? Like,
Let's say the old CODs are like the first. How many are there?
there's like,
Let's say like
this is like the 23rd, I think.
let's say like the first 10 to 12 are the OG old CODs. I don't know.
Yeah, as soon as Autendo gets back, I gotta commission him to make artwork of me getting smacked by a pillow. Yeah, I feel like that's like an obligation now.
Yeah.
a patch, but
98
it's
to 2012.
I don't think COD was a thing in
Did
98.
COD
I'm not
exist
gonna
in
lie.
98?
I'm
Wait a
pretty sure
minute.
it came out in 03.
Yeah, I was gonna say 03.
I think COD came out in 03, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's 2003. What are you
Black
talking
Ops-
about? 98. Get the fuck out of here.
Black Ops is like
Black Ops 2 was the last good campaign. Wrong, Josh. Wrong.
Cold War was good.
Black Ops 2 was good. Modern Warfare 2019 was good.
Yeah.
Cold War was good. And now BO6 is good. I haven't played the other CODs. But,
We love spreading misinformation.
Yeah, we do a bit of misinformation spreading.
something that I noticed.
1998,
and
I
it's
think, is Medal of Honor. I don't know. I did a Google search and Google would never lie to me. So
Ooh, is there a game called Call of Duty Medal of Honor? Is that?
Like there might be something similar to that. I guess.
when was the first Call of Duty released? According to Wikipedia says
Jesus
03.
Christ, Farva. His voice sounds like a sarcastic teenager with a deviated septum.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
I will say that's one of the things with Griffin's. Like, he's one of those people who just sounds sarcastic constantly, so you can never actually tell when he's being serious.
COD games that was only on 360 PS3.
Okay, so COD games after the 360 are like the new ones.
I mean, well, so I guess. Oh, okay, so this is what they mean. So Infinity Ward was a studio. Infinity Ward formed in 2002, and they made the first Call of Duty in 2003. Infinity Ward was originally 21 employees, many of whom were project lead developers of the successful Medal of Honor
so
Allied
it's
Assault release.
That's not Call of Duty.
That's
a
not
different
even.
game.
Yeah, that's not a Call of Duty. So I mean, They made that game, but that's not a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what that is.
Yeah.
Well,
Ottendo make pillow smack art with cake. Thoughtful face. Tip.
I would not know.
Ottendo makes pillow smack art with cake. No, let's just do the pillow smack art by itself. Thank you very much.
Because I think Black Ops 09
Black Ops 1 hold on.
or 08.
COD BO1.
I can't remember which one was.
No, it was 2010.
Oh, 2010. So then, was Modern Warfare 2 09?
Modern Warfare 2 was 09.
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking.
Wait, so also Black Ops 3, wasn't that like 2016?
2015.
Yeah.
15. That was way later than I thought that came out.
Yeah, no, it came out more recently than you were
Like-
saying.
I always thought that was an old. People say that's like an older game.
Well, I mean, it is, but
It's
yeah.
it's almost 10 years old. now.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
2015.
Fuck you.
2015 was almost 10 years ago.
Fuck both of you.
But it's true.
I can feel my joints shriveling away.
Aren't you
I'm
younger
old.
than us?
I'm old. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's still old.
Game restarts. Now, this will probably be fixed by a patch, but it's something that I noticed, and it's something I had an issue with that was very annoying and took away from my experience because, you know, I had just played through the campaign. I had all my settings set up control-wise and graphical settings, you name it. And then when I went to multiplayer, I discovered that a lot of that stuff had been reset because in order to get from campaign to multiplayer, you have to quit out of the game and relaunch the multiplayer mode because it's way too hard in 2024 to just have a game with multiple different options
True. Very true. That is far too difficult.
in one menu. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they only managed to do that shit back on the PlayStation
Stop making us feel old. No. Actually, hold on. Funny now. No.
2 and Xbox 360, but in current fucking day on PC,
You're
it's
35? Damn. So you're gonna, like, die in 2 years? That's crazy.
Bro's nearly. Yeah.
What was that, like, you were born in, what, like, 1950?
Nah, bro rode a dinosaur to school.
Exactly.
impossible to do such a thing, apparently. But yeah, COD HQ is absolute dog shit. That is nothing new, and it's something
That
just
I
wanted
agree
to
with
know
that.
because
I
it could
fucking
take-
hate-
That is true. COD HQ is cringe.
I
Oh,
hate
look at that.
COD.
It's King Thrash. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
used
What
to
the-
piss me off.
I was not expecting you to be here.
personally.
Wow.
Now, in playing the
Hey.
campaign of Black Ops 6, I noticed for the most part the game performed well. I didn't really notice too many major frame dips. There were
True.
some areas and specific parts of levels where the frame rate definitely did plummet pretty dramatically, but for the most part, I want to say the game looks and runs pretty good on PC, at least in my experience. There are some very weird visual effects, like
Real
especially
King Thrash? Yeah, I just checked. That's him.
with hair and especially the body hair in this game where it looks really low res.
Holy
and blurry,
fucking
and keep in
fuck,
mind,
who
I have the game
cares?
completely
He
maxed
does.
out graphically, so
The
I don't know
body
what
hair
exactly
in
the cause
Call of
was, but
Duty.
there was like some visual
I always watched. Do you really? Damn. Well, I'm honored, I suppose.
jank
Maybe.
here and there, but nothing that really took you out of the experience. I did also encounter another visual issue when it came to like smoke, fog, or the gas coming out of various things in the environment, which made everything look really pixelated around
I've
it.
seen. I haven't seen that, but I've seen that clip. Have you seen that clip where like there's smoke coming out of Adler's jacket?
No.
Hold on. Wait, it's actually really funny. It looks like his pack of cigarettes in his jacket is lit. Hold on. Adler
They're gonna cut
jacket. Yeah.
And this is like this would be like a bug.
Yeah, this is like a hold on. Adler jacket
Yeah,
smoking.
that- I
Yes. No, I don't want like jackets to buy. Is that no? Hold on. I want to buy a jacket.
I know, but I don't think you're gonna find it that way.
Let me see if I can find it on YouTube.
Probably. It's a better spot.
BO6 Adler jacket smoking bug. No, I can't find. I saw like I think it was on like Twitter or something. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. It was pretty funny. It looked like he had a pack of lit cigarettes in his pocket. It was kind of cool. All right. Let me see what he's talking about.
What the fuck? Dude, look at the visual effects right there.
That is weird.
What the hell?
That sucks.
And in addition to this...
Then again, I will point out he had to zoom in. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did encounter...
Calling out video game
Yeah.
Like that's I understand that.
Yeah.
Some various what I would consider to be game-breaking bugs in one particular mission especially, which was the snow stealth mission, which we'll get into later. But yeah, there was...
Okay, by the way, you don't have to play that mission stealth. The snow one.
I don't think you have to do any mission stealth.
No, you have to do the most wanted one stealth when you're at the Bill Clinton conference.
That is the only
Yeah, I think that's like that might be the only one you have to do stealth, or maybe there's another one. But yeah, most of the missions stealth is optional.
No, I went loud in that one, and they don't like attack you as long as you're concealing your weapon.
Several times where I was unable to complete objectives, where I would get stuck behind a door and unable to get out, and I would like phase through the wall. It's just, bro, there was a lot of issues with that one particular level especially, but there were several times...
I will say the biggest issue I had with that level was like eventually the enemies would stop running at me, and I like kind of had to go looking for them a little bit, because it would be like, oh, you can't interact with the objective while you're in combat.
Yeah.
So I will say that, yeah, that's fair.
Throughout the
I will
game
not
that I
give him crap for
encountered
that.
instances where I was unable to actually progress, and I had to reload the last checkpoint. Luckily, that wasn't the biggest deal in the world, but it's still aggravating in those moments, especially when you get through a stealth segment and you have to redo that part. But aside from those issues, I think the game for the most part runs pretty well. I don't really
agree.
have anything else to add on top of that. I don't think you're getting a broken game here by any stretch of the imagination. Are there areas that it could definitely be improved upon? Absolutely, but that's
True.
pretty much every game out there, and I don't really think this game does anything too egregious from a technical or bugs and glitches perspective that I guess warrants alarm. Now,
Well,
I did not play the
except for this right here.
console
But yeah.
version of this. I only played it on PC, so I cannot speak to the PlayStation or Xbox version of this game, but for the most part, man, it definitely is one of the better games in terms of polish compared to most
Better than Vanguard, which you infamously defended 2 years ago. That was fun.
AAA
Sorry,
releases nowadays, all things considered. So I don't really think you need to sound the alarm.
Like, that's one of the biggest issues people have with this, with like Griffin's current criticisms with COD is that like this guy like got on his hands and knees for Vanguard, but now he's criticizing like better games.
Bell and freak out over this game being a buggy, broken pile of shit. It definitely is.
Which Frit pointed out, it's almost like troller's remorse, you know. It's almost like in his mind, like he went too hard defending COD, so now he's like going super hard in the opposite direction.
Not
Bro
that
picked the
in
wrong
this
game
particular
both times.
Yeah, he picked the wrong game both times.
case.
Exactly.
So now that we have
neither dialogue option was good.
those
Yeah.
issues out of the way,
There was no dialogue option that could have saved him.
let's go ahead and move
He missed the quick time event.
COD brain rot got him.
Yeah, exactly.
to arguably the most important part of Call of Duty, and that, of course, is the gameplay. I don't really think we need much explanation here. If you have played
True.
any Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare
Also,
2019,
Jesus, look at the health. That dude survived by the skin of his balls. Dear Lord.
Oh
you can
my.
hear, if you have played any Call of
Look at
Duty
the
game
health,
since
Jesus.
Modern
Holy
Warfare
shit.
2019, you have a very good idea of how this game feels to play in motion. It is that classic Call of Duty feel with that
Is that a bad
revamped
thing?
engine
No, it's
of
not. I
Modern
think it's,
Warfare
it's a good thing.
2019 that
Well, he
personally
sounds like
I
he's
really like a
complaining.
lot. So
Oh,
if you're
never mind.
familiar
There
with
you
that,
go.
that is exactly what Black Ops 6 feels like. I would say overall, I don't think it needs to be changed.
What are you
or tweaked.
aiming at?
I think it's damn near
Yeah,
perfection.
you know.
So many games have tried to emulate the
I think I know
combat
why he
feel
thinks it's bad. It's because he sucks fuck at the end.
That's probably true, to be fair.
of Call
Oh,
of
I just
Duty.
wait. Hold on. When I paused it, you could
So
see the
many
rocket in
games have
midair.
tried
Hold
to
on.
emulate the combat feel.
Look at that. Look at that. Whee!
It literally hit
Call
him
of
in the
Duty,
face.
the
It only did.
overall
It didn't even
gunplay
do half health.
Oh no.
Very
You see that shit?
Coming up, you'll see him start to quickscope Sims.
Yeah,
real success.
I'm
The only game
excited.
that's ever come close
Why did
is
he just punch his partner? What the hell?
Titanfall, and that's
Wait,
because
look at this.
to very little success. The only game that's ever come close
Why?
is Titanfall,
What did Sims do to you?
and that's because it's made
Is he playing on recruit? Yes, he's playing on recruit difficulty.
by the people who literally made Call of Duty in the first place, so that makes sense. But so many
Multiple times
Yeah.
have tried and so many have failed, Call of Duty truly has a one-of-a-kind gameplay experience.
Wait,
that
wait,
makes
hold
it
on. Go back for a second. I just registered something you said.
made
Back-
Call of Duty in the first place.
No,
so
back
that
further.
and that's because it's made by the people.
Again, one more time,
Yes,
sorry.
The only game that's ever come close is Titanfall, and that's because it's made by the people who literally made Call of Duty in the first place.
That is true.
It did Treyarch or
No,
Infinity
no,
Ward?
so-
Did
no,
Infinity
the-
Ward make the first Titanfall?
Some the people who worked on the original COD games, or like some of the lead people who worked on the original COD games, made Titanfall as well.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the studio.
Wait, I
Okay.
know
Individual people,
yes,
I can
individual
believe. Yeah.
people, yeah.
Okay. I believe
individual
that.
people.
I thought he was saying Infinity Ward fucking made
No.
Titanfall.
No, no.
Like,
no.
I
It
have.
would have been a far worse game if they had.
Oh God.
So that makes sense.
I don't
but
think Infinity Ward is capable of making a game where you move that fast.
so many have
I
tried.
love the fucking clip in memes, or in clips. Oh, a woman.
Let me.
A woman. Or no, it's in the group chat.
It's in the group chat. All right, let me take a look.
Oh, a woman.
She can't be here. Kill her. Yep. Kill her.
And so many have failed. Call of Duty truly has a
She's a wench. Kill her.
I'm keeping that one.
It's the 1600s. She knows how to do math. Kill her.
one-of-a-kind gameplay experience that makes it.
She
in
did
my
the
opinion,
got your nose trick, and now she has to die.
Yeah, she did. Got your nose
in first in class.
Straight to the gallows.
to the gallows.
Just the overall
She's a witch.
feel of gunplay, which I absolutely love. So that is present in Black Ops 6, back and better than ever. I don't think anyone will dispute that the gunplay of Black Ops 6 feels absolutely
What the actual?
fantastic.
This guy sucks so hard. What the fuck?
Now,
Yeah,
they
just
did
wait.
He
It's only-
runs.
I
He
guarantee
runs
it's
out.
only gonna
He
get worse.
runs out into the fucking open. Just stands there with a sniper, tries to shoot a guy 12 feet away,
So-
misses, and then runs back and misses again.
It's
What the
so
fuck?
bad.
This is actually pissing me off how fucking bad he is.
Oh, it's so bad.
Omni
Jesus
movement
Christ,
system-
dude.
I skimmed forward. It gets worse.
I
in
can't.
the
I'm
second.
so excited to see it
Not
later.
not
on.
to skill shame, but I'm gonna skill shame. You suck. You suck at this
into
game,
Black
dude.
Ops 6.
Put the fries in
and
the
I'm gonna
bag.
be honest, I really did not have a need for this in the campaign itself. I found that
I
just
will say Omni movement wasn't super useful in the campaign overall, but I mean it's still nice to have it.
sliding to cover every once in a while was more than
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like it's not like insanely impactful, but it's minor details, like when you sprint and turn and you keep that speed in the direction you were moving.
True.
It makes small details better, which improves overall. It isn't.
I agree with
dramatic
that.
Change, which I think is what people think. Omni movement. That's what they were expecting, was that to become this giant change in movement, but it's not. It's just a little small movement change in multiple different places that make it more quality of life.
I agree.
That's my hot topic.
I agree with that.
adequate because
Omni movement got me killed more than it helped in the campaign.
Oh, that
Damn.
just sounds like a skill.
Yeah, that's just a skill issue, honestly.
the way this game works, you don't really have much health at all in Black Ops 6. You die very, very, very quickly.
Well, if you upgrade your health, then
If you stand
get
out in the
more.
fucking open and try to use a sniper rifle at point blank range, then yeah, you're gonna fucking die a lot.
And
Numb nuts.
Yeah, if you actually upgrade your health, which I doubt he did,
Yeah.
then
quickly, even on lower difficulties. So what you're going to do is find a piece of cover most of the time and stick to it. You're not really going to be moving around too much, so I didn't really get a chance
Really?
to fling myself
oh nice,
around
you just shot a civilian.
the environment too much
Yeah.
and take advantage of the Omni movement system. But it is a new addition to the game that's definitely available to you if you do want to utilize it. But overall, this is a very familiar feel if you've played any Call of Duty since Modern Warfare
You can't stand Griffin, Josh. Don't worry, I think most people would agree with you on that.
2019.
Griffin's qualifying for that position in IGN. Yeah, he's about to become Dean Takahashi.
And of course, with that comes the positives and negatives. We kind of already touched on the positives, but the negatives, of course, being you have extremely high health on enemies to the point where they feel like literal bullet sponges. I don't know what
I mean, only the armored enemies specifically. But again, there's ways around that.
Mass got it in their bright mind over at Activision to put armored
So there we
enemy
go. There was the first quick scope at Sims.
types into Call of Duty campaigns, but they are back and worse than ever before, in my opinion. They are just downright obnoxious in this game because they added a new type of armored enemy that has these gas grenades, and the gas grenades will damage you, stun you in place, and make it so you can't really aim at all whatsoever. Like, you're completely frozen. You can't even go prone half the time when you get hit with these gas grenades, so you die
Again!
very, very quick.
What did Sims do? What did Sims do?
Yeah,
Why
again.
did Quickscope
Wait, hold on.
on him?
I looked away. Did he do it again?
Half
Yeah.
the time when you get hit with these gas grenades.
Jesus Christ! He's in the same spot he was
Yeah,
at.
he's in the same
He
spot
was
as
in the
before.
same spot, and he's aimed. Oh my God! He just has it out for Sims, I guess. Play it one more
You're
time.
completely frozen.
play it
You can't even
again.
go prone half the time.
He
when you
missed
get
that
hit
headshot.
with gas
Justice for my
grenades.
boy
So you die
Sims.
very,
Like,
very,
Jesus Christ.
very
Also,
quickly.
fun
And the
character. Cool character.
Yeah.
guys that throw these gas grenades have 2 armored health bars, which, if you're using a sniper rifle, it will take 2 to 3 shots at minimum to kill them with a sniper rifle.
Again,
Like,
I agree with the complaints on the armored
the
enemies.
amount of health these armored
I
enemies
almost
have is
never
just
think
a
armored enemies
little-
are armored enemies are implemented well. It always feels like annoying.
Yeah, I would argue the only time they're like kind of implemented well is zombies, but that's just because you can pack
Pretty
a bunch
much,
and
yeah.
bypass their armor.
Pretty much every game I've ever played that has like an enemy with like some sort of armor, I'm always like, what the fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like in Risk of Rain, there's sometimes you'll get enemy.
Oh
Risk of Rain
yeah.
2.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you get those ones that have shields and they take so much fucking damage.
And they
before-
can regen. So.
Yeah, and they regen it, and it's like that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Hate that. But also that's like that game is meant to be
Mhm.
absurdly difficult. So I
much,
guess it
man.
kinda
Like,
fits.
it gets to the point where it's annoying. If you're using an SMG, you're gonna have to put in at least 2 magazines into one person to kill them. It is obnoxious, especially when they throw a bunch of them at you at once, which is a very common theme.
Although, to be fair, if I remember correctly, I think grenades dealt with them pretty quickly, so...
especially about halfway through the game. And then you have the minigun enemy type who has 4 armor health bars, and it feels like they can mow you down in like a split second if you catch
Yeah, I
them.
mean, to be fair, though, those only show up like once or twice in the entire game, and they're just meant to be like mini-bosses, so...
Minigun fire wrong. So they are an absolute menace, and they take a very, very long time to actually drain their health bar, and you will oftentimes run out of ammo entirely trying to defeat one of them. So you're constantly scrambling around the environment trying to find like some ammo pickups or a new weapon or maybe some explosives to throw at them, but
Wow. Enemies in armor that stops bullets are harder to kill, and gas inhibits you. Oh, the horror. I get his point, but it does make sense somewhat.
Okay, yeah, that's funny, so yeah, thank you for the 5, yeah.
explosives
Oh, the horror, our armor that stops bullets. Oh dear.
I found are very ineffective against most of the armored enemies.
Cap. He was using the wrong explosives, I guess.
Unless it's like a direct C4 hit, or you
I don't think there's thermites in this game, no.
can chain it with an explosive barrel. But typically one explosion by itself really doesn't do all that much to help you out. Now, there is one more...
Yeah. Oh, the horror. Oh, great heavens. What?
The RC guys and the gas guys were the most annoying.
Yeah, yeah, those guys.
new, I guess, armored enemy type in this game.
The main thing I'm interested in is his plot analysis. That's what I'm really excited for.
And it is an armored enemy type that uses like miniature RCXDs, and they will absolutely spam them like no tomorrow, bro. I mean, here's a
I
clip.
mean, it's not very hard to deal with them, though. You just shoot them with a single bullet.
And, you know, I'm not exactly the most calm I've ever been, but, bro, I was genuinely getting pissed off at these things.
All right, I can't wait to see this. Oh, yeah, okay, this plane section was pretty difficult. This was probably, like, one of the harder parts of the
They
game.
use little fucking RCXD spam on a fucking plane with no cover.
Stand still.
He
so
says there's
fucking
no cover. You're literally standing behind cover right now. You just weren't crouching.
It's so much fun, man!
But gosh dang it, I've had so much fun playing it.
Well, I guess Raven technically made it, but it's still their game. Oh, look, a fucking armored enemy.
I mean, also, he's walking like an NPC. Can I point that out as well? Like,
Yeah.
run, brother. run. If there's no cover there, run. Like, they gave you a solid 5 seconds without anything happening in the hallway. Run.
Spamming RCXD.
Yeah.
Good job on your videos. Keep it up. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll definitely have one out tomorrow on BO6. He didn't know he had to crouch into cover. I guess. I guess not.
God damn it.
They sent 2.
Armored enemies spamming
I'll send this to
RCXDs,
I'll
bro.
put this in memes, I guess.
Alright.
You really can't
This is
make
fucking mean.
Like, again, he's big. Like, he's moving up at a snail's pace. Like, let's go, brother.
Klutzy, check Discord real quick, 40 seconds
Check
clip.
Discord real quick, 40-second clip, alright. What,
Also,
in,
I put memes.
you put me... My friend
I put
rizzing
1.
up the 10 out of 10 while I'm asking her 2 out of 10 friend for bulking tips. Yeah,
Taking advice from the expert, baby.
there you go. That's
mean.
Where is it in Discord? Black Cobra. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Are you gonna DM it to me? Or Griffin would make a terrible soldier. Hey, I won't knock him for that. So would I. I would be a disastrous soldier. If I were to join the armed forces, I wouldn't even be armed. I would be one of the guys on the computer hanging back. I am not combat capable whatsoever.
What a fucking... Dude, this is just miserable. Yeah, so as you could tell, those were a lot of fun to deal with, man, and they were always in the worst places possible. But it gets even better because there's another armored enemy type in this game that has 2 bars of armored health, and it is the armored riot shield troopers. Now, these motherfuckers have the best riot shields in all of human history because it is almost impossible to hit them when they have their shield
I
up.
mean, that is true. However, throw a shock stick at them, and they immediately drop the riot shield.
Shock
If you have
stick,
this
grenade,
tiny
I imagine.
Yeah, I
both
mean,
of those are
shock
open
sticks
as well.
literally make them just drop it completely. So
Yeah.
yeah, just throw
Just chuck a grenade behind him, I would imagine. that
DM.
would work as
I don't
well.
have anything in DMs. Black Cobra.
Little sliver on their right arm that you can hit. And
Imagine getting your cheeks clapped on Recruit. Exactly. He's playing this on Recruit, keep in mind.
maybe if
God.
you're
Yeah.
lucky, you can hit their feet enough to stagger them when they're moving around. But overall, man, these like riot shields are the hardest I have ever seen to flank. It is almost impossible to kill them even with explosives. I've chucked 4 grenades at their feet and it doesn't even put a dent in them.
So throw a shock stick at them.
These motherfuckers are absolutely tough. And to make it even
Recruit, yes, Gara. Yes, Gara, recruit.
worse, when you do finally get to engage one of them, they have an RPG that they can fire while their riot shield is fully deployed and protecting them. So they can literally
I don't remember ever having an issue with that, but maybe this
shoot
is me.
you with an RPG every
Yeah, the launchers are fucking terrible.
Check Discord DM. Brother, there's nothing. What do you mean, Black Cobra? There is no 40-second clip in DMs. I think you may have sent it to the wrong person or something.
5 seconds while their riot shield is raised. So you don't even get like a little window between where they lower their riot shield and fire an RPG. No, they will just straight up have their...
These enemies have a weakness of some kind. Yeah, melee attacks, shock sticks.
Yeah, melees and shock sticks, which, by the way, you get stocked up on like shock
Or
sticks and
basically,
flashes and stuff constantly.
You get
So
a ton of grenades and tactical equipment right before this, I think, right?
yeah, you do. There's like a
Like,
safe. There's like a
yeah,
box and
there
stuff.
is. So
So
you do get a bunch of stuff. To answer your question, Rogue Spartan, you do get a ton of stuff, and they are pretty much weak to most of the tactical equipment that you get. The other thing is that you can also it's a circular room, so you can really just run around and hit them in the back of the head, and that kind of confuses them for a bit.
yeah,
You can go in for a melee and one-shot them.
shield up the
you could have used stim shot slow mo. Exactly, you could have used the adrenaline
there's
stim
a lot
as
of
well.
ways- there's a lot of
entire
ways,
time and spam
but it helps if you
R-
actually upgraded do stuff.
Yeah, which I'm not entirely sure he did.
PGs at you. And a lot of times it's not just one of these that spawns. It's like 2, 3, sometimes 4, and it is absolute fucking hell to deal with, man. I would not wish that shit on my worst fucking enemy. But yeah, the armored enemies in this game are just downright annoying. I wish they would just get rid of them out of Call of Duty. They do not add anything to the experience other than frustration, and personally, I absolutely fucking despise bullet sponge enemies, especially in a game like COD, where that has never been the point. It's always been about fast-paced, high kill count type
I agree like that. Yeah, God, I can think.
Combat. So I get they're trying to funnel people into Warzone and get them used to the idea of body armor and all that type of shit, but
maybe.
Recruit. Yeah,
it's Call of Duty, people. We don't need that.
Oh God.
Didn't easy half the number of elites that spawn?
Did easy half the number of elites? I don't know. Maybe.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, Luke's gonna look it up.
That type of shit in the campaign. I understand the campaign is basically baby's first Warzone match, and it's to introduce all the new little normies into the Warzone mechanics and everything like that. But at a certain point, it's just too much. And this is a prime example because even on easy difficulty, these motherfuckers just absolutely are a pain in the ass to deal with, and they do not add anything to the experience other than frustration. Now, speaking of high health enemy types, I'm not going to go into details here, but there are several boss fights in this game. Yes, boss fights in the Call of Duty game, and they
oh no, the horror
are beyond fucking tanky, if you ask me, to the point where I genuinely dreaded having to engage with any
I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the zombies, and they're really not that tanky. Like, it takes a couple mags, but like it's not as bad as he makes it sound.
Like the zombie bosses?
Yeah.
Yeah, those aren't hard.
They're really, and you can run away from them so easily, especially since you get a grappling hook to run away from them.
Any of them. So I will not detail the boss fights here because I'm not going to spoil
Normies,
people
this guy's
if
watching
they
too
don't
much
want
synthetic,
those
man. Yeah, what gave it away? Yeah, Griffin watches a lot of synthetic, man.
When we get to the story analysis part, I will talk about them in more detail, but yeah, the boss fights are
very excited to get to the story analysis.
Bullet Sponge City in this game 100%, and they are not fun. I did not enjoy a single boss fight in this game. They felt super unnecessary. They felt extremely out of place, and it just left me wondering, what the fuck am I playing? I thought I was playing a Call of Duty title. Now, a few other things
God forbid they add something new.
Yeah, God forbid they fucking innovate and add.
This has got the same vibes as like the elitist old zombies players who just hate when they add anything new.
Yeah, they hate it.
It's like, oh no, loadouts. Oh no, armor. How terrible that the franchise innovates past Black Ops 3. Like,
yeah,
dear God.
It just reeks of fucking garbage. Like,
I do want.
What? You suck.
Boo.
Like, not really, but like you suck at criticizing games.
Is the overall pacing
that says the elites are
all right
of the campaign. I would describe it as extremely slow-paced for a number of reasons. The first being, in between every single mission, you have this kind of walk and talk segment where you go back to your home base and you have an opportunity to engage in the base building mechanics of the game, where in the mission...
It's not even base building, it's just you buy, it's just you're buying a new way to, new items to upgrade, or new... what is it? Like, you can upgrade your health and stuff. What's the other stuff you can upgrade?
Your, recoil, stamina.
But yeah, it's like just 3 different areas of the house, and those areas just serve as, places for you to upgrade your stuff.
Yeah, it's just areas.
It's not, actually base building or anything.
You can collect...
Boo this man, yeah, exactly. Boo!
Cash stacks, and basically use that to upgrade your fortifications and buy, weapons and upgrades and just different things for your home base. It's really unnecessary. I did not engage with the mechanic really at all.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. He's complaining.
You didn't engage with it.
He's complaining about the game being too hard, and he didn't do any of the upgrades. What a surprise.
But yeah, in between every single mission, you have like 5 to 10 minutes of
dumb
like
son of a
forced
bitch.
dialogue before you can select the next mission. So that brings the pacing to a grinding halt in an already slow-paced game, because about 4 or 5 of the actual campaign missions out of the 11 literally have like 20 to 30 minutes each of 0 guns. You will not fire a single bullet in 4 to 5 of these missions for like 20 to 30 minutes.
I mean, I'm
each.
trying to think of like the again, the Gala one, or the most wanted one that has like a lot of downtime. I'm trying to think if there were I can't like off the top of my head think of any other. Maybe I should like launch the game to check. But I off the top of my head I can't think of many of the missions where you're like forced to not do guns for a little bit. And like again, it's this whole thing. He's so just obsessed with it has to be go go go, guns blazing at all times. Like, can the story not just like relax for a second? Can they not do other stuff? Is that not allowed? Like,
No,
God forbid.
obviously not. Obviously
because
not
it
allowed.
either
Yeah, he just has Zoomer brain. True. As a Zoomer, I can confirm he has Zoomer brain.
involves you walking around one of Bill Clinton's campaign events with a camera.
Griffin's like, I'm not upgrading, then complains about it being hard. The jokes write themselves. Yeah, the jokes actually write themselves. Complaining that the game is too hard while refusing to buy upgrades.
You're going to be infiltrating an enemy base, and you cannot use your gun
You
whatsoever.
blame TikTok, Josh? I do too. I blame TikTok as well.
You can use stealth takedowns, but that's actually heavily discouraged. You're just supposed to talk to the people inside of the base. There's another one where you're walking around a casino, and then there are these 1 or 2 kind of missions where it's what I would describe
I mean,
as
the
a skip-
casino one, like, yeah, there's no shooting for the first little bit, but I mean, you get to play some poker. I mean, the casino one's actually fun.
so fit, and it gets heavy into spoilers, so I'm not going to discuss that. But yeah, there is a ton of just walk and talk segments in this game where you will be doing very little combat, and it takes up
Again, like, God forbid we slow down and breathe for a second. You know, gotta go, shoot, woo, woo, woo.
very
God.
substantial
Like, calm
portion
down.
of the campaign. It's not just one mission every once in a while. It's about 40% of the game has 0 combat whatsoever.
Okay, that's an exaggeration and a half.
That
Jesus.
yeah,
So
that seems like a huge.
That's an
statement.
40% of the game has no combat. That's a bit of an exaggeration, right?
I mean, is he including like all of the secrets in the Rook?
No.
Then no.
Yeah.
The pacing is already very slow, and then when you add in that 5 to 10 minute break in between every single mission, on top of the cutscenes, which are very, very abundant in this, so don't you worry, all you cutscene fans out there. But yeah, the pacing to this game is one of the slowest I have ever seen in a Call of Duty game, and you never really get that rush with a lot of these missions. Like, the set pieces
Disagree. Hard disagree.
in this game are very mediocre at best. They feel like just little random events that would pop up in the older Call of Duty games. There's
Again, hard disagree.
nothing really grand
I
in
just
scope. It's just-
again, I'm gonna say it again. This feels like he's just complaining to complain, and he's using a bunch of buzzwords that he doesn't understand.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, I realize, yeah, you said like some of his criticisms are valid, but it feels like a lot of the stuff that he's saying, like as a summary or a general statement, it feels like he's using buzz phrases that like review tubers use.
Yeah.
But he doesn't actually know how to properly use them, and he just wants to complain, so he's saying them randomly. And
The
hoping it
campaign
works.
is a campaign and not a series of multiplayer matches. Exactly. It's almost like he just wants the campaign to be a bunch of multiplayer missions in a row.
just
like,
it's
Like,
It's kinda
motherfucker,
very
just go play multiplayer.
Yeah, seriously.
lacking, especially in the Black Ops series compared to Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. But yeah, the pacing of this game is all over the fucking place. Now, there are a few good missions, like for
How?
example, the airport mission where you get to drive a tank is really fucking cool. I thought that was a great mission personally. The pacing on that was pretty good. Aside from the massive amount of armored enemy types and then that awful plane sequence with the RCXD spam that I showed you earlier. But yeah, for the-
In which you just didn't push forward at all. You just kind of NPC walked slowly. All right, Black Cobra, I got your DM. Hold on. I'll take a look. So the missions feel too slow, but it's all right, IMO. I mean, they did say they were trying to make it like an action movie, and guess what? Action movies slow down,
Well, the other thing
and they have
is
those
that
slower moments.
Yeah, action movies are not action the whole time.
You're playing a spy.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. You're playing as a CIA agent.
the CIA isn't guns blazing.
Yeah, the CIA is not entirely guns blazing. Like in Modern Warfare, you play in like the military and stuff, so it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to look. I'm assuming this is a clip of him dealing with the. Yeah, there you go. Hold on, wait. Let me show this. Black Cobra perfectly demonstrates how to deal with the armored enemies or with the riot shield enemies.
I like how he actually moved like a player and not an NPC as well.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Let's we'll take a look at this. Hold on.
Check
Show it?
Discord
Yes, I'm
sent
gonna show
2
it.
clips about 18 seconds.
2 clips. Yeah. Look at that. Shock sticks. Dude drops his riot shield, stops attacking. There you go. Let's look at that. See? No problemo. That is well. What difficulty? Yeah, look at that. He C4'd the minigun dude and it almost one-shot him.
I know.
You see?
Yeah.
Like,
Who could have known?
Who would have thought?
Most part, this game has some major pacing issues, and for a 6-hour
Good things
campaign,
about Mario Wonder, but I mean, I don't know about 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I've heard it was pretty good.
I heard it was
It-
pretty good. And it did get some recognition at the Game Awards, and I thought it like from what I've seen, people thought it like was good. And I'm going on a tangent, but it like I don't know. I feel like it was good. It wasn't bad at all. I don't think at all. I think it was just that it wasn't like. In all honesty, I think a better game to rave about would have been Mario Odyssey compared to Mario Wonder.
I don't
Really
think there's
should-
ever been a 10 out of 10 game. I'm just gonna say that right now.
That's subjective. I would say.
Because a 10 out of 10 game implies that it's like perfect. Right?
Yeah, it
'Cause it got a
depends on
perfect
like how
score.
you define
I-
10 out of 10.
I don't think it's like for me, I define a 10 out of 10 game as perfect, and I realize that that could be subjective, but I just don't think a 10 out of 10 game is possible.
Well, I feel like when you're developing a game, you have to, you have to give and take. If you're going to develop one area, like graphics,
Yeah.
your story might be lacking a little bit more.
Yeah.
not have that many grinding halts that it does, because it just makes the game feel unnecessarily long, when in reality it's not even long in the first place. And I think
I mean, yes, it is, but okay.
another big issue with
This
the
man is
pacing
just lying and hoping people don't notice. Like, what the
It
fuck?
kind of seems like it at this point.
the over-reliance on stealth. I would say the majority of the missions in this game are almost entirely stealth.
Context matters. I'll take Final Fantasy VII as a perfect game. Exactly. Yeah, Josh, you get it. You get it, man. He knows what's up.
based, or have a very large portion of which you are encouraged to remain in stealth. So 1 or 2 stealth missions is perfectly fine in the Call of Duty campaign. I actually like the old Call of Duty campaign stealth missions back in the day on the 360, but I don't like these new ones where you basically have to stay in stealth
Yeah, of
for
course
like
you
20
don't.
to 30 minutes in a lot of cases, doing shit like hacking a computer terminal, picking locks and things like
You
that.
are not doing. If you're doing this for 30 minutes, you just actually suck balls at the game.
It just it
Yeah.
doesn't fit with Call of Duty. It would be fine if it was like 1 or 2 missions, but when the
How about we
majority
cut away from him struggling to use the keypad as well?
of the missions in the
Mario
game,
Wonder was his first ever Mario. Is that true?
I hope to God it's not true, but at this point,
Because
nothing
if
would
it's
surprise me.
true, that makes it a bit. I don't know.
revolve around that exact same gameplay loop, I think it's a problem, and it does hurt the pacing a lot because we're playing Call of Duty here, we're not playing Dishonored. One more thing I do want to bring up as well, since we're kind of on topic, is when I mentioned the tank mission where you get to drive the tank, there's very few sequences in this game where you get to directly control a vehicle. That's like the only one I can think of. Every other time you're riding passenger, like when you're on the dirt bikes, you have to ride bitch. When you're in the chopper gunner, yeah, you get to hold down the trigger for, 30 seconds to a minute and light up a few guys here and there.
I mean, personally, I'd rather use the minigun on the chopper than fly it, but, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
But you never actually get direct control over a helicopter. You do get
Puzzles are too hard for Griffin. True. True.
to drive the tank, but it's very short-lived. It lasts
He
about
just discovered the platformer genre.
about 2
Oh,
to 3
God.
minutes, and that's about it. So overall, I really feel like another shortcoming of this campaign is there's no like dedicated vehicle mission, like an AC-130 mission, or maybe a Predator missile mission, or maybe
I mean, has that ever been a thing in a Black Ops game before, though? Like, genuine question, because I know it wasn't a thing in Cold War.
attack helicopter. But
No, like a strictly vehicle mission.
Yes.
That was a very unconfident yes.
I'm trying to remember if there's there might be a Modern Warfare 2 2022 mission. Where you
Well, I'm talking Black Ops.
Black Ops?
Yeah.
I don't know.
like something just to spice it up a little bit and throw something in there to kind of keep it fresh and something
They literally spiced it up with you doing a casino heist, but I guess that's not good enough because there's too much talking.
new. I mean, it's fine
Yep.
if you don't want to have like a dedicated mission to it. And
It's
just
also
have it
been done
more
already.
sprinkled
Yeah.
in throughout the campaign, but they are
Not very
few
well, but
and
it's been
far
done.
between, and it was really something I was
Helicopter mission and like air-based missions are different than like what we're trying to get at. I feel like what we're trying to say is like a car. If you're in a car or a truck,
Yeah.
the entire
Yeah.
mission.
missing, and I think would have gone a long way to help improve the campaign personally. And then one last thing I did want to touch on before we move on here from the gameplay itself is there is another Ubisoft-esque kind of, I guess, Warzone open world style level where you have to destroy these 3, I guess, missile
I mean,
launch-
this personally, I didn't think Ubisoft when I played this. I thought of the Halo Infinite mission, Pelican Down. That's what I thought of.
Sites
when I got to this
and-
mission.
Good mission.
Yeah, no, this was a well done
It's a
mission.
Really well done mission.
And basically, each of the missile launch sites takes about maybe a minute to clear out and plant the explosives, but it takes several minutes to drive from one to the other to the other. So
You do know you can fast travel, right?
that to me will never be a good mission.
Back to your
Yeah, but like if you fast travel to your home base, then that cuts out like half the driving distance.
Structure.
So-
Now, I am glad that there was only one of them this time around versus
Hold me
Modern
back. Let's see. I'm not going to hold you back, Spec. Do it.
Warfare 3, which had several. So it is an improvement that they are getting rid of that formula, but I would say that this is a much more egregious example of what that looked like, because you are literally driving through a barren desert with almost nothing to do other than like a couple little extra spots.
What do you mean a couple little extra spots? There was what, like over 24 side objectives?
So there was
Hold on. I'm gonna look up the map.
there were 3 to 4 supply drops. There were
VO6.
4 extra like military spots that you could fight of the bad military people. Then there was the 3 scud sites. Then there was patrols. There was a lot to do.
Can I see the mission map at all, please? No, I don't want like actual Iraq maps. God
Let me
damn
just
it.
go into the mission and pull it up.
Sure. BO6 Iraq mission.
You might actually find it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, does this guy pull up the? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. If I can find it.
You got it.
God damn it. Where was it? It was like right here. There we go. This is 3 or 4 things to do.
I think there might be a bit more.
What is that?
This is the map for the Iraq mission. Griffin said there's like 3 or 4 things to do. Or sorry, let me get it. Let me get it.
This is a
exactly
much
right.
more
Hold on.
egregious example of
Hold
what
on.
that looked like,
Let's hear
because
exactly what he
you
said
are
here.
literally driving through a barren desert with almost nothing to do other than like a couple little extra spots where you can kill 2 or 3 enemies that have spawned. So
just a couple few extra spots, you know, nothing yeah.
Just like 12 or whatever, you know, some small number.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'd count that. I'll take that off.
Whatever.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, like 20 or so
the
things to do.
The layup, which is your home base, is before you get there, you have a mission.
Yeah, there's
You
a
know, like,
mission.
there's
There is a
there's
mission
Yeah.
as well. So
You start with an objective of fighting
I'll be right back.
the paramilitary there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you take that over as your HQ, and then you go around fighting everyone.
yeah, exactly. He literally was just complaining about a lack of driving sections, but the other mission here where you drive a vehicle and it's not enough. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
for
pretty
a
much.
person who complained about driving section, he seems to barely know how to drive a car in the first
That
place.
is true.
Yeah, it was very desolate, very unnecessary, and literally created for padding purposes alone. So, again, it was only one example, so I will cut them a little bit of slack, but I absolutely cannot stand that design. I miss the days of Call of Duty just being a non-stop action game with...
Yep, there it is. He just wants it to be nonstop action and nothing else, even though that's not what the Black Ops games are.
a linear path and constant set pieces, but I guess that's too much to ask for in the modern gaming landscape. But that is going to do it for...
I mean, he is literally upset that COD is more than just nonstop action, and like they've actually, developed a bit more of the story, like in the gameplay.
Here's the thing. I don't know a ton about the military, but what I do know, or even special forces like CIA, it's not all action.
Yeah.
I feel like most
Xavier
of it,
has
or
become a
good
member.
chunk of it is not action-based, and is either strategy
Just-
or something along those lines.
Just play multiplayer. Exactly, like, just play multiplayer then. Like, God, I don't see what's so hard about this. Also, Xavier, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Appreciate it.
Right.
all of my gameplay related topics, so I guess we can go ahead and move on over to the story.
All right, here we go. Also, it bothers me significantly that this is off-center. Like, did anybody else catch this? He couldn't even be bothered to center the text on his screen. Like, oh, God.
Is the photo? Oh, that photo is signed.
No, the photo's fine, but the text is...
I couldn't tell.
Oh, my God. Oh, effort is hard.
Now, I figured I would do a TLDR / non-spoiler section
Yay, members, exactly.
here up front. So if you want my thoughts on the story, you can get that, and I will try my best to not give away any sort of spoilers whatsoever, and just give you my general thoughts on the story itself. So if you want to go experience it for yourself, you will not be spoiled, and I will do my best, I promise. But overall, I think the story is a complete and total clusterfuck. It
And there
doesn't...
he just shot his teammate again. There you go.
But overall, I think the story is a complete and total
It's Marshall.
clusterfuck.
No,
It
it's not. Marshall's funking dead now.
doesn't even feel like a Call of Duty game a lot of times, just how out of place things feel. The entire Gulf War concept that this game has been marketed off of is barely even an afterthought in this situation, because you literally have, like, I think 3 missions in a Gulf War setting out of 11, and all of the Gulf War missions really don't play any sort of important story role whatsoever. They're kind of just there to remind you,
I
like,
mean,
hey,
kind
the Gulf
of.
War is going on at the same time. All this other shit's going down, but the two events aren't really that
Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, it's 7-2-1-2.
connected. So
There you go.
yeah, it's
If it fails in the first one, you just look at which
Yeah,
one
it-
has the
you can
giant
see-
thing that's pressed twice.
You can see it has 2 different fingerprints.
It's definitely kind of a bait and switch, I feel like, in that particular circumstance. So if you're looking for a Gulf War story, you're not getting that here. So just already prepare yourself to be disappointed. I think personally that was disappointing to me, because the direction they did take the story in was just completely nonsensical, man. And it borderlines on like a fantasy / science fiction style story the longer it goes on, and you start
Oh,
seeing
no.
shit that you would think would belong in the likes of something like Atomic Heart or BioShock Infinite, for example. So
I mean,
without giving
everything is completely real. There's nothing like too out there, unless again he's complaining about the zombies mission. But again, that's your character's tripping balls. So that didn't. None of that stuff really happens.
It's not actual story.
I mean, yeah, it's
not
like
actual zombies.
it's over the top, sure. Like you've got this lady leading an entire like separate military that's like not loyal to any country,
But so
and they're
it's
like
not.
creating a bioweapon. But like that's like the over the top, stupid, awesome stuff that we like.
That's what Call of Duty is.
That's exactly what I like. It's just like it maybe it is a bit over the top, so it's fun.
way too many details. It feels like it's trying to be a bunch of different games in the first-person shooter genre at once, instead of focusing on what made Call of Duty, and by adding all
No,
of these
you want it to be Modern Warfare. You're playing a Black Ops game expecting Modern Warfare. That's your problem.
different
Yeah.
aspects too.
Respond to Johnny E.
What do you
not
say?
a soldier in front lines of the war. So
No, you are not.
It's a bit different in the sense that you're like a CIA.
Yeah, you are.
You're basically like a special ops spy.
Yeah,
It's a bit different than say Modern Warfare, where you are an actual task force that is the front line.
Yeah, no, you are not the frontline soldier in this game. You are a CIA agent.
But that's good. That diversity is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so it's just important to know the framing of the game because it changes.
Yeah, no,
how you
so
perceive
that's
it.
important to clarify. You are not a frontline soldier in this game.
That wasn't me dissing you. I was just.
Yeah, no, we're just explaining.
Yeah.
Call of Duty experience, instead of making it a more robust and exciting experience, in my opinion, it actually works against the campaign and makes it a lot less enjoyable, at least from my perspective and what I look for in a Call of Duty campaign. I mean, the most
Non-stop action, baby. Not allowed to slow down at all.
basic way I can put it, guys, is go play this campaign.
Okay, then why is he complaining about not being in the ongoing war? Exactly, thank you. You are not a frontline soldier, so why would you be constantly in the front lines of the Gulf War? You're not gonna be in Iraq the whole time killing dudes.
And then go play the campaign for Black Ops 1. And then tell me which one you had more fun playing. And I guarantee you, the answer 9 times out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 times, will be Black Ops 1. It has better pacing, better set pieces, more...
I can't comment on this. I haven't played BO1, so...
memorable missions, and just overall a much more interesting plot. The story of Black Ops 6 is completely just fucked. That's the best way I could put it, man. It is absolutely crazy.
Well, you
will have
fucking
no
speed ran it, so yeah, of course.
I cannot wait for the in-depth explanation of why the story sucks. I'm very interested.
idea what the hell's going on half the time. Like, a lot of it just doesn't even make any sense, and by the end of it, you're just like, why the fuck was this a game? But anyway,
'Cause it was
you will
fun.
see if you play it. I don't want to spoil too much, but that is basically my thoughts on the story. I think it is an absolute dumpster
I don't
fire,
think he's
one of
going.
the
I don't
worst-
think he's not going into specifics because he doesn't want to spoil it. I think he just doesn't actually have like real examples of why.
Well, no,
it
he
doesn't make
is
sense.
going to go into specifics, so...
I don't think he has real
If
reasons.
not,
We're about to find out.
Call of Duty storyline I have ever seen in a mainline campaign entry. But yeah, I guess, you know, different strokes for different folks. I saw that IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, but keep in mind that IGN is also the outlet that claimed that they wished that Modern Warfare had a non-lethal option.
That is true.
So they probably love the fact that this
IGN
campaign has a
It's
ton
about
of
as
missions
helpful as my ass.
Yeah.
where that actually is a viable option. So keep that in mind, man. They don't want to kill people in Call of Duty, so I guess it kind of makes sense that in a game where half the missions basically involve non-lethal options, they might be pretty big fans of that. But for me personally, bro, it did not land whatsoever. And this is definitely up there for me as one of the worst.
Smash that like button. True, chat. 114 of y'all. Please hit like if you're enjoying.
Call of Duty storylines of all time.
It would make me very happy, and I will not cry.
So now that we've established that, let's go
Yeah,
ahead
no
and
crying.
move on to the actual, I guess, mission
Yippee.
by mission analysis, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on each one.
All
of
right,
those.
here we go. This is what I'm super excited for. Again, the text is off center. Like, why? Is it that hard to bring it over a little bit?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
So the first
You're
mission
pressing dislike. God.
of Call of Duty Black Ops 6
No, it's not. Frick you if you dislike.
is called Bishop Takes
Oh.
Rook, and this serves as like the intro mission to the Black Ops 6 campaign. It's about 20 minutes long, about 5 of which are actually spent playing it, and the other 15 minutes are spent watching it. Now, granted, it is an intro mission, so I'm not going to be 100% a stickler for not being able to play 75% of it, but this is not a trend in traditional Call of Duty campaigns. So already, we kind of get a taste for the pacing. Now, in this mission, you have to track down and capture a terrorist. You chase him through the mission. When you finally capture him, Adler shows up and shoots him in the head just out of nowhere and then gets arrested by the CIA. So not really much to say about this mission. You know, it's kind of just the setup for the story, so whatever. After this mission, you play one called Blood Feud, which this is really just a worthless mission, and it basically purely exists to introduce you into one of the main characters of the game, which is the Camel Toe Harris lookalike character.
Wow. Story missions exist to push the story forwards.
what a horrible thing.
Wow.
This is so sad, guys.
What a stupid fucking complaint.
Can we hit 50 likes for COD being bad? COD will be good if you can do that. There you
Characters
Oh,
of the
shit, yeah,
game,
you hit
which
that
is
like
the
button.
Camel Toe Harris lookalike character.
Oh my fucking
go.
god! I know who's better than this guy.
Black woman must be Kamala. There you go.
Uh huh.
Invoca a lupo.
She's
Yeah,
not
she's a
even
total fuck-
didn't even speak English.
Well, no, she does, but
She wasn't speaking it there.
yeah, she wasn't speaking it there. But yeah, no.
Fucking boss bitch, and basically you're
Huh? Exactly, Minx. Black woman equals Kamala Harris. There we go.
helping her out, track down.
She's
and,
not
like,
even
take
black. She's mixed race. I'm pretty sure.
out this crime family, essentially. I mean, this is actually a pretty decent mission. Like, I didn't really mind it.
Wait. Hold on. Hold the phone. Did anybody catch that? Hold on.
Introduce you into one of the main character mission, and you play one
Wait.
called Blood Feud, which this is really just a worthless mission.
He calls it a worthless mission.
She's a total fucking boss bitch, and basically,
Hold on.
Invoca a lupo.
He calls it worthless.
yeah, she's a total fucking boss bitch, and
She's Middle Eastern. Okay, my bad. I don't.
basically you're helping
I'm an ignorant American.
her out, track down, and like take out this crime family, essentially. I mean, this is actually a pretty decent mission.
He calls it worthless right at the beginning, and then right here he calls it decent. It's almost like halfway through the recording he realized it wasn't actually a bad mission.
Which mission?
The second one where you get like stage captured by the mob boss.
Oh, what? That's a good
Yeah.
mission.
Yeah, no, that's a really good mission. He made his own argument invalid. Exactly. Oh my God. I don't even think he listened back to this video. He calls it worthless, and then what? 30 seconds to a minute later, he says it's pretty decent.
Like, I didn't really mind it. It's a pretty standard linear shoot everything
Yes.
in front of you style Call of Duty mission. So
And now he says he didn't mind it. Is it worthless, or did you not mind? Jesus.
for the most part, I actually like this mission.
Make up your mind,
so-
dog.
Luke, hit me with the pillow, please. I need to snap back to reality.
Gladly.
Hit me with the pillow.
Do it.
Thank you, sir. Oh my God. Dude, I'm gonna lose it. I swear to God.
View style Call of Duty mission. So
Griffin's talking out of both sides of his mouth and his
Griffin
ass.
is
True.
talking out of both sides of his mouth.
Yeah, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. Exactly. Like,
it's a pretty standard linear shoot
Listen.
everything in front of you style Call of Duty mission. So for the most part, I actually like this mission. So
it's worthless, then it's decent, then for the most part you actually liked it. What is happening right now?
This guy doesn't know what he's saying.
What? He's like, I'm starting to think this video is rage bait. Like, I swear to God. Dude, oh my God.
that's definitely
Like
a
I
nice
said
change of
earlier,
pace from the
he's saying stuff. He doesn't know what it means. He's just saying it because it sounds cool.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly.
first one, but overall, it just didn't really feel that necessary other than to introduce
damn.
Sev into the story, which is the
She
main
fucking
one.
died.
Yeah, she fucking
This mission
died.
was fine, not really anything to write home about, though. So after that,
So, mission was fine, but worthless. Got
was
it.
Most Wanted. And this basically is the mission that you've probably seen in the advertising for this
Yeah,
game
this is
that
the one they showed off.
takes place at the Bill Clinton governor campaign rally event or whatever. And essentially, this mission has you walking around for 15 to 20 minutes, not shooting people, but shooting...
Oh no, we're slowing down and doing spy work
Oh no,
in a game
story
about the
mission.
CIA. We're playing as spies in a game where we are a CIA agent. God forbid.
pictures of people with your camera because you need to infiltrate the CIA black site. So in order to do so, you need the retina scan of a U.S. senator. So you have to go around.
And it's still the best mission. Who knew? I disagree. I think I don't even know what I hit. I think the zombies mission was the best one.
this event, and there are 3 different
It's
tasks.
not just because of my zombies bias. Like, that one was just awesome.
You can do. You complete one of the 3 tasks. It allows you to get a picture with the senator. You scan his eye, and then you go go underneath the facility, which has located underneath it a CIA black site where Adler is being held. And when you get down there, you find out that this group called Pantheon, which is like, I guess, a bunch of rogues.
You haven't gotten to that yet, Spec. You're in for a treat, dude. The zombies mission is so good, and it's really scary as well.
Oh my god.
Like Luke was getting jump scared constantly. All I heard was like, "Oh!"
I did do that.
CIA agents or whatever. They don't really do a great job of explaining it, to be honest. Maybe they talk about it in Cold War or something. I have no clue. But basically, it seems like it's a bunch of rogue, like, counter CIA agents, basically. And they had already infiltrated
dude. Wait, hold on.
Be honest, maybe a bunch of rogue CIA agents or whatever. They don't really do a great job of explaining it, to be honest. Maybe they talk about it.
They literally explain exactly what it is in the game. It's a bunch of it's like a separate military group who's not like a part of any specific country or anything, they're called the Pantheon, and they're trying to sabotage the CIA to make them look really bad, so that the leader of the Pantheon can take over the CIA because she also works in the
spoilers?
CIA. If you listened to the campaign instead of skipping all of the dialogue, it's it's ex-U.S. and British, mostly military.
Yeah, just like European in general,
it's
like
American and military. I think in the one snow mission where he claimed you have to go quiet, you talk to a French person.
Yeah. It's oh my god! Didn't he say no spoilers? No, that was for the that was for that first part. This is the spoiler section of the video.
In Cold War or something. I have no clue, but basically it seems like it's a bunch of rogue, like, counter CIA agents, basically, and they had already infiltrated
Bro
the
skips
facility.
the dialogue and then
he skipped the dialogue and now he's complaining about the story. Like, Jesus.
And had killed most everyone inside. So you have to go in and take out the Pantheon people in order to get Adler.
Well, at least he knows their name, Jesus.
Before they do. So you fight your way through, you get Adler, you fight your way back out, and it starts the chain of events of the story. But yeah, overall, this mission was an absolute slog, man. The 20+ minutes that you have to spend playing stealth with your camera at the campaign event is absolutely miserable. And on top of that, you don't even get...
I mean, it's miserable if, again, you just can't handle actually doing some spy work as a spy, but yeah.
To see Hillary Clinton once in the entire campaign, man. So definitely not worth it. Now, after that is a mission called Hunting Season, and this is by far the worst non-walking simulator level in the game, and this is essentially the Ubisoft open world copy-paste type mission where you basically have 3 different objectives. You spawn in the middle of the map, and each objective...
I just love as well, anything that's open world with objectives, he just calls it a Ubisoft game.
A different corner of the map. So you have to get in your car and drive like 1,000+ meters in between the objectives, which pads out the runtime by like 2 to 3 minutes in between each
again, how much do you want to bet he just did not know that there was fast travel?
objective? It takes about maybe 30 seconds to actually do.
Well, he probably skipped that.
He probably skipped it, yeah.
The objective once you get there, but
Ubislop, bro. He loves the word slop.
It's basically just spaced out for the sole purpose
Yeah, no,
of
I
padding.
relate
So
to that.
this mission was extremely poorly designed. It reminded me of the worst missions of Modern Warfare 3, but even more desolate, and that's saying something. So yeah, I'm glad this was the only mission really like this, but it did not need to be in the game, and it added absolutely nothing to it. It's one of those missions that they kind of shoehorned into the game to make you feel like you're actually playing a Gulf War, game, because the Gulf War really has nothing to do with the storyline of this game whatsoever, but there's a couple missions that are just shoehorned in to remind you, like, hey, you're technically in the Gulf War, in case you forgot. So this is one of them, and it is not a very good mission whatsoever. So moving
hard disagree,
on from that, we have a mission called the Cradle, which I personally really like this mission. This is probably, looking back on it, my favorite mission in the game, and what it is it's basically
the Saddam Hussein mission.
You going in and raiding one of Saddam Hussein's palaces in order to get into his vault, because in that vault is stored the WMD chemical weapon that you're tracking down throughout the campaign. Now, this is really
his content is slop, exactly, Spec.
Way they tie the plot of this game together is
Griffin doesn't get any slop, giggity. God damn it.
Somehow Saddam Hussein ended up with this bioweapon, and this is, like, I guess, the justification for declaring war on Iraq and, you know, the WMDs and all that type of shit. But overall, it's a very, very, very loose connection. Like, Saddam Hussein himself is not even in this game. You just literally raid one of his palaces, get this chemical weapon out, and then really that's the last mention of him you ever hear throughout the rest of the campaign, man. So this again.
Well, he's not available to do mocap, so that's probably why.
that too. Yeah.
To the Gulf War.
I mean, obviously, you know, they would just have somebody else do it, but yeah.
So they can advertise
Thanks
that
for
it is
ruining
a
the joke.
Gulf War setting. But I really do like this mission because the atmosphere is really cool. You're raiding his palace. It has cool decorations and gold statues and everything scattered all over the place. It's a really fun mission, honestly. Like, I genuinely enjoyed this mission a lot. It's very linear. It follows the same typical Call of Duty blueprint that you would imagine of shoot everything that moves in front of you and take no prisoners. So I really actually enjoyed this mission a lot, and it is personally, I would say, my favorite mission in the game. So you go and raid Saddam's palace, you get the chemical weapon, and you get the fuck out, basically, to make a long story short. So after this is probably, I don't want to say
this was my
least
favorite,
but it is one of the most pointless missions I have ever seen in a first-person shooter, I think, ever. And it is called...
I mean, for the plot, it's not like the most useful, except for like hinting at Case's backstory and whatnot,
which we still know jack shit about.
Yeah, that was one of the things they like didn't do well, is like explaining who Case is. But
maybe that was intentional.
Perhaps. But yeah, no, this mission it was just there because it's awesome.
Emergence. Now, this is the Call of Duty Zombies Easter egg level where basically you're going to find information on this chemical weapon and you fall down magically in an elevator shaft.
It's not magically the elevator falls, dumbass.
Your mask and then get infected by the chemical weapon itself, which causes you to hallucinate for the next 40 minutes, and you have to make your way through this facility to collect 4 arbitrary key cards and defeat 4 zombie bosses along the way.
And it was a lot of fun.
This is the level that you might see online where you have to fight like the zombies.
Does he not like fun? No.
At the end of each area before you get the key card, a zombie boss spawns, and these bosses are absolutely miserable, man. Each one has their own unique gimmick, and they are literal bullet sponges to the fucking max. Like, I'm talking 10 to 20 fucking magazines of ammunition are necessary.
Well, yeah, if you don't aim at their mouths, then yeah. Or like at their critical spots. Which, as we saw before, Griffin was, what's it called? He was just kind of hip firing blindly.
These motherfuckers, and it just is weird. Like, it does not fit a Call of Duty.
Just drop by streams, live streams, and like the video and say hi and move to the next stream. Nice.
Campaign at all, and I did not enjoy it. Like, the arbitrary nature of having to collect 4 separate key cards over and over again was just.
See, look how fast the health went down when he actually hit the crit spot.
Slap in the face, and you can tell when games are wasting your time, and this mission was an absolute fucking waste of time because
absolutely not.
Towards the end of it, where your character is reunited with the rest of his squad, you know, all of a sudden the hallucinations go away, and it's basically acknowledged that none of it was actually real. So it's like the game saying,
wow, really? The zombies weren't real. Who would have thought?
Haha, fuck you. You just sat through all that shit for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Except again, it was fun.
So this was a complete and total filler mission / fan service mission, which, I mean, I guess if you like that type of stuff, maybe you see it in a positive. Personally, I hate missions that make me collect, oh, go get these 3 items scattered across the environment. Go get these 4 items scattered across the environment.
Want to know what this game has, or what this mission has a ton of that you were begging for? Running and gunning. And just killing everything that moves. Isn't that exactly what you were asking for?
Yeah, it was.
Am I tripping?
Like, that actually drives me insane. I hate those type of missions, so this one did not do it for me. Plus the
hold on.
Scattered across the environment.
Oh,
Go get these 4 items scattered across the environment.
Okay.
Like, that actually drives me insane. I hate
those
type
that's
of
fair.
missions,
That's fair.
This one did not do it for me. Plus the bullet sponge boss fights just feel so out of place in Call of Duty. Like, this is one of those moments where you really just don't.
They're not bullet sponges if you actually hit their weak spot.
Don't even feel like you're playing a Call Call of Duty campaign at this point. It almost feels like you're playing a shitty zombies Easter egg. So after this mission, you play High Roller, which is the Ocean's 11 ripoff mission and is another walking simulator mission for the most part. So for the first 15
more like for the first little bit of it.
15 to 20 minutes of this mission, you are going to be walking around a
Can we just ban the terms of bullet sponge and calling all open worlds Ubisoft? A lot of people are using this term wrong. Yeah. No, Griffin, yeah. One of the people who, he's one of those people who just uses the terms constantly till they lose their meaning. You know? Kind of like how woke has been overused, but...
Casino, trying to collect the proper information and credentials in order to break into the casino, and I don't really want to explain it. It's very, very, very boring. I mean, I don't understand why we're at a point in the Call of Duty campaign where there are like 4 to 5 missions out of 11 where combat is literally a fucking afterthought. Like, I thought the reason...
It's not an afterthought, though. The entire second half of this mission is a shoot-'em-up. Like, what you have to shoot your way out of the casino.
Why we were playing Call of Duty games is to shoot shit. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine, but you finally get the credentials to break into the casino, and you go and find like a ledger proving
and again,
Pantheon.
Not trying to sound like a broken record, but we're playing a CIA, not a task force.
Is laundering money and their connection with Saddam Hussein.
Ban walking simulator too. Honestly, dude.
Like all this, I don't know, man. It's just everything feels so fucking scattered, bro. It's like they took a bunch of themes from popular media, brought them all together, and it's like, all right, how do we make this shit stick? And they connected it in the most loosely connected way possible, just in order to, I guess, capitalize on the rule of cool. But the problem is none of it's actually fucking cool. So you get the information, you break into the vault, then you have to break out, and the mission is over. I mean, overall, this isn't a bad mission, but that 20 minutes up front is definitely a fucking slog. Not to mention the stealth segments I was not a fan of whatsoever.
We know. We know.
This was a mission called Ground Control, and this is the tank mission that I mentioned earlier in the review, and I actually liked this mission for the most part. I think it was actually pretty fun. The only problem is with the armored enemies, which at this point in the game are getting thrown at you like absolutely fucking crazy, to the point where it's going to drive you crazy. So that's my one negative with it. Not to mention the tank segment is so short-lived, when in reality the Gulf War was home to some of the biggest tank battles in human
Guess what? None of which were fought by CIA agents. You know?
history, so it would have been really cool to actually see them flesh that out more. But no.
That could have been cool, yeah, but that doesn't fit with the story they're trying to tell. So, this video is driving me crazy. Don't worry, man, me too. Thankfully, we only have not 18 minutes left.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, actually,
fuck.
Let me check the chapters. Well, yeah, I guess we can just like stop when there's like 10 minutes left, because then that's just like some after stuff.
You don't get that. Instead, you get to dump 3 magazines into armored enemies for the next 30 minutes. So overall, I didn't mind this mission. I like the structure of it. I'm glad you finally got a cool vehicle segment, but it just didn't do enough right for me. So I'm
starting to think Griffin doesn't know what the CIA does. I'm starting to think he just didn't understand that you played as a CIA agent.
Another one of those where they basically interject you back into the Gulf War just to remind you, like, hey, this is what you're actually doing. I know you were just at a, Italian casino last mission, but remember, we're actually fighting the Gulf War here. So this mission really...
Well, no, we're not.
Exists for no reason, if you ask me. It's kind of a pointless mission, but it is one of those reminders that you are actually in the Gulf War. So after that is a mission called Under the Radar, and this is your average boss bitch stealth takedown style game a la Star Wars Outlaws, where you play as Sev.
Again, dude, I swear to God, he compares everything to a Ubisoft game. It's like actually crazy.
You have to infiltrate a Pantheon base in order to find out where they have the chemical weapons stored, and basically you have to maneuver your way through the base, checking off a checklist of 3 separate activities in order to lower the base's defenses and plant C4 on crucial base infrastructure and vehicles. And
you don't have to plant C4 though. There's multiple ways to go about the mission.
Well, you have to sneak around. You have to
oh no, woman story. Exactly.
Talk to different people and manipulate them into doing what you want, and then you eventually gain access to the
Or you can kill people, take their guns, and then kill everybody in the base. Stealth is not required for this mission. You can murder everybody in this base.
Security system and find out that your CIA companion Harrow is actually a double agent, dude. Ooh, wow, so crazy. And she is actually working for Pantheon and is responsible for stealing the chemical weapon. So essentially you go and capture her and bring her in for questioning. Now, this brings on one of the most strange fucking sequences I have ever seen.
No, I really like this mission. It was like an acid trip, but in like a really good way, I think. When you're like piecing together her memories.
Oh, that was.
You know, I thought this mission was like super cool.
In a first-person shooter.
With like the culmination of the story.
Yeah.
But
and it dropped very important exposition about why she's doing what she's doing.
Especially a Call of Duty campaign. So you have two final missions, Separation Anxiety and Checkmate, and both are split up between each other. So the
Yeah, no, it's cool. You like keep jumping back and forth between them.
Separation Anxiety portion of the campaign is you exploring the mind of Harrow in order to discover her truth and how Pantheon actually manipulated her and how the CIA are the good guys. And if you think that there's a problem with the CIA manipulating the population and ruling over the New World Order, then you're the crazy one.
What do they fucking want, Harrow?
This is a pivotal moment in history, Woods. The United States is about to become the world's lone superpower. Do you really think an organization as corrupt, as decadent as the CIA should pull the world strings in a new world order? We'll make sure that doesn't happen.
And no, I wasn't joking, man. They literally have pro-CIA propaganda in this shit that people are crazy if they think the New World Order is
Wow, who would have thought when you're like, there is a CIA agent, aka Woods, working to get into your mind. Of course, a guy who is on Team USA is going to try to convince you that the CIA is a good organization.
Yep.
Oh no. The horror.
actually a thing. So, you know, the subtle propaganda is not lost on me in that regard. But basically, these are some of the most...
Did this dude seriously just call a game where you play as the FBI, where one of the characters tries to tell you that the FBI is good propaganda? Jesus God.
Boring and just retarded segments of a COD game, I think, imaginable. Like, it's so bad, bro. Like, you're walking around collecting mirror shards as Harrow as she fights off the imaginary demons in her mind. I mean, it's like, it's so bad, bro. Like, honestly, it feels so out of place. Like, it feels more like something you would see in like a Bioshock.
I mean, out of place in a good way, though.
Infinite style game or a supernatural style game versus something that's supposed to be a military shooter. But yeah, this part is where the
that's Modern Warfare
campaign really just fucking lost me, and it really didn't already have me, so it's not really, I guess, saying too much. But yeah, it went downhill very quickly at this point. Now, the other portion of the final two missions is a mission called Checkmate, and Checkmate essentially is you defending the house or your base of operations that you have been upgrading, or in my case, not upgrading.
Okay, synthetic man, yeah, exactly.
Throughout the campaign, while basically they're exploring
you haven't been upgrading it, and then you complain that the game's too hard.
Mind of Harrow, and you basically just fight off wave after wave after wave of armored enemies over and over and over again. This part isn't too bad. It does get very annoying having to deal with the armored enemies, and I did realize that
which again you would have a much easier time with if you actually use shock sticks in your upgrades.
I had a mortar, which made it a lot
which you should have
easier
bought
at a certain point, but overall it kind of got repetitive very quickly, and just how fast you die and how long it takes to actually kill enemies is very irritating, especially when you just have to kill armored enemies for 30 minutes straight. But overall, not necessarily the worst part. The problem is that it constantly got interrupted by the separation anxiety portion of the campaign, where you're having to go collect mirror fragments as Harrow as she jumps around, you know, the fragments of her memory and reconstructing her past and figuring out what actually happens, which is so fucking stupid, because when she comes to the realization of what actually happened and it wasn't the CIA who killed her parents, instead it was Pantheon, she goes right back to normal and then tries to kill you all over again. So it's like she came to this realization for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It's just, the whole story is absolute fucking dog shit. So you find out after
I mean, you know, Yeah, you could say that. Of course, you would say that when you're skipping most of the dialogue and everything, but yeah.
That basically Harrow has planted the chemical weapon.
Remember, he was playing on Recruit. Yep, never forget. He was playing on Recruit.
In the U.S. Capitol and is going to ignite it and basically cause the entire city of D.C. to tear itself apart, because basically the chemical weapon has like a zombie effect, essentially, which causes people to attack each other. Kind of similar to the movie Kingsman. You know, if you've seen that, you kind of have an idea where they just
I have not. I'm assuming Luke wants me to see it, though.
Killing each other, but...
Kingsman?
I don't have it on the list, but I've heard it's...
The only thing I've ever seen, I've seen one Kingsman movie, part of it. The only thing I remember is my grandma took me to see it, which I guess that was maybe a poor choice, but she didn't know that because I don't think she knew what Kingsman was. I remember there was a part where, like, I don't know, like the main character person, whatever, was at some sort of like party-ish thing. I don't know. And he was with a woman and she was trying to get him to pee on her.
Oh.
And then we left because that was gross.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta see this movie.
And I haven't watched it. What?
Don't worry.
And I haven't had a desire to see a Kingsman movie since then because that's disgusting.
Yeah, my desire just increased.
I've heard they're good, but I don't really want to watch anyone get peed on. That's disgusting.
I mean, I just feel like there's other movies that have a similar concept. I think.
No, continue. I'm interested to hear more. I don't have anything else. I left that. We literally left. We literally left the movie. I don't have anything else.
Describe the pissing scene in great detail.
We literally left before they started pissing.
Because your grandma was there?
Yeah, she was the one who took me.
Yeah, no,
so
it checks out.
Classic grandma not doing her research on a movie.
Kelsey wants to get peed on. Yeah, that's what we should draw from.
No, I don't want to get peed on. I want to watch other people get peed on.
The one with the church fight. Yeah, I've seen the church fight like scene with Freebird playing over it. That went hard as fuck.
Yeah, don't have it on the list though.
Describe in detail.
Okay, so he was at a party, right? They were at a party of some sort. Maybe it was a club, and he was walking around, and and this girl, she peeks out from some sort of tent of some sort, and gets him to go in there, and as they're flirting and getting all aroused and shit and whatever, she tries to get him to give her a golden shower, to pee on her. That's what that means for anyone who doesn't know. And that was me and my grandma were like, oh, that's gross, and then we left.
Beautiful. That 10 out of 10 narration. Everybody, give it up for Caden. That was claps in the chat.
It's what I do.
Kind of shitty.
Thank you for that. My manager is now.
God.
Balls.
Look at that, Caden. You're a comedian.
Is you never actually get to go to the Capitol. Like, it's handled over the phone. You go and take down Harrow, but supposedly the device is disabled and removed from DC and nothing actually happens. So, just really weird, man. It could have been a great opportunity.
Jesus.
That wasn't in the Kingman movie. What did you watch?
Black Cobra says that wasn't in a Kingsman movie.
What?
I don't know. I guess
Kingsman is like the James Bond, but like rated R, right?
Just look up Kingsman pissing scene and see if something comes up. And be sure to do it not in cognito mode.
Opportunity to have a cool mission where you have to storm the
Capitol. We're watching after this Reforge. We're gonna watch Reforge play Elden Ring.
Capitol, January 6th style, and go and save everybody. And it could have actually been a really cool setting. You could have explored the Capitol, gone and defused the bomb. You know, mowed through your last waves of Pantheon enemies. That would have actually been cool, but you know, God forbid, man. Instead, you have the typical Makarov-esque helicopter takedown scene where you run, jump onto the helicopter, hold on, take out the guards inside, accidentally shoot the pilot, crash the helicopter, and then all of a sudden...
50 Shades of Yellow. God damn it. That's stupid.
I'm like 90% sure that was a Kingsman movie. That might have been The Golden Circle.
That sounds more like it.
But there was... No. There was definitely she wanted the dude to piss on her. And because I remember, because we were in the theater... And we sort of looked at each other, and she was like, "Hey, you wanna let's get out of here. This is gross." And then we left. I'm 100% sure.
A classic. I think I downloaded the wrong movie moment. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it was in a movie theater though.
Sudden, you pick up the chemical weapon canister, beat Harrow with it, it cracks, which causes you to go berserk, and you choke her out and basically drown to death as the helicopter sinks to the bottom of the lake. And that is the end of the story. And basically, there is a sequel tease at the end saying that
I don't know if they actually went through. Okay, let me make a disclaimer. She said it. She said like she wanted him to piss on her or something. I didn't stick around, so maybe that didn't actually like. I'm sure he didn't actually piss on her, right? So obviously, I don't think that scene actually happened, but I heard that like line. She said that line, and then we left. I don't remember anything after that. So it very well may not have.
Scary movie. That sounds like a scary movie thing to do.
It very well may have not happened, but again, I don't know because we left immediately, and it definitely was not a scary movie, and it was in a movie theater.
Why does Griffin
It was Kingsman.
Why does Griffin call people normies as if he's not one himself? Lack of self-awareness. That is why. Thank you for the 5, Beast OGG.
Inside the CIA and the inside agents are still there. And
His grandma took him to watch a porn movie. Thank you, Rambling.
I did not know they played porn movies in actual movie theaters.
They can. They can.
That doesn't sound legal.
It's legal. It's just, it depends on if the theater wants to take the movie or not.
Brief flash of him at the end of the credit sequence.
Yeah, I love to watch porn with other people, so.
That is the story of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It is a absolute clusterfuck of just random ass events and I guess themes from popular media franchises strung together in a desperate attempt to make what I guess you could consider to be a campaign. It is by far one of the most boring, just non-eventful, unmemorable campaign experiences I have ever had in a Call of Duty game. In fact, I had to look up plot synopsises for the first half of the campaign.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is, in case it wasn't obvious enough. He had to look up a plot synopsis for the first half.
Yikes.
Ah, crap. I almost just spilled water everywhere. That would have been bad.
Call of Duty game. In fact, I had to look up plot synopsises for the first half.
You don't watch porn with the boys? Dude, everybody, it should be mandatory to watch
I'm just going to go ahead and say, I also don't understand people who watch porn, like, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't allowed to say that?
I didn't know.
For the campaign because
you gotta say prawn.
Prawn, yeah, my bad. PR0N.
Yeah.
I had already forgotten what happened
with the boys.
because it was just that unmemorable. So overall, this is probably the worst Call of Duty campaign I think I have ever played personally. Black Ops 3, you have been redeemed in my eyes because I did not hate playing through that campaign nearly as much as I hated playing through this one. So I guess round of applause for Treyarch on that one. Or I guess Raven Software because, Raven Software is technically the people who make the campaigns nowadays for these modern Call of Duty titles. But overall, it just felt really, really underwhelming.
Holy hell, Griffin is so annoying. I can't believe I was subbed to him. Me too, man. Me too.
You go and play a game like Black Ops 1. Not only are you going to have way more substance to the story, not only is every single mission going to feel super fucking unique, not only are you never going to be bored at all for the entirety of the 4 to 5 hour campaign, you're going to walk away wanting to play that shit again. I don't want to touch this garbage ever again in my life.
I mean, I personally, I've never walked away from a COD campaign.
Oh shit, it fucking exploded.
Absolutely regret playing through it. I did not enjoy it whatsoever, and by far, this is my least favorite Call of Duty campaign that I have ever played. Even Modern Warfare 3, for all its faults, had way more combat and less walk and talk segments and pseudo stealth missions than this shit.
Yeah, because they had no time to actually make that campaign properly. So
not to mention a much more coherent plot. So for all of Modern Warfare 3's faults, which reminder, I gave that game a 3 out of 10 last year. So I am by no means
saying this game is worse than a 3 out of 10 is wild.
And that at least did a better job of making a competent campaign, in my personal opinion. But I think my biggest issue with Black Ops 6 just overall is the lack of interest they showed in the actual setting for this game. There was so much. I mean,
again, I think that's kind of a fair criticism.
With the Gulf War, like literally within 5 minutes of beating the game, I had a better idea for how the story should have actually played out.
Time isn't an excuse. Halo 2 was made in 6 months. Yeah, but I mean, it kind of ends very abruptly. So
it
wasn't a ton of stuff cut from it.
Game did, which basically would have been like the Pantheon group hijacked this U.S. bioweapon. They transported it over to an extremist group that was being harbored by Saddam Hussein, and through some accident, the biological weapon had leaked and infected an area of Iraq. And seizing upon this opportunity in an attempt to cover it up, the U.S. military declares war on Iraq under the pretense of weapons of mass destruction to try and go and contain the situation under the guise of a war. And in actuality, the CIA and the Black Ops are deployed to go and take out the terrorist group and Pantheon who had stolen the bioweapon, and from there on out, the events of the game play out.
Halo 2 actually had a new multiplayer that was completely different from Halo. Was it really that different?
I think that would have been much more interesting, personally. Instead of this fucking random globe-trotting, just scattershot approach of taking a bunch of random shit and trying to connect it, when in reality, this game really had no connection to the Gulf War or any of the events surrounding it to any significant degree. Like, you could have taken this exact story and dropped it in any other time period, and it would have played out the exact same. So I think they did a very shitty job of actually utilizing the time period and the events surrounding the campaign, because the Gulf War at best felt like an afterthought and something they shoehorned in at the last minute in order to meet like a marketing requirement or something. So I think that's my biggest issue with the overall story, is just the complete lack of utilization of the unique setting of the game. And like I mentioned, the Gulf War had some of the coolest tank battles in human history, and yet we literally got 2 minutes of driving a tank at an airport. So that was very disappointing to say the least.
Because, you're CIA.
But overall, man, I think the story is just absolute garbage, and definitely is the worst campaign that Treyarch has ever put out. I mean, shit, man.
Again,
Black
that's
Ops 4 had the decency to not put out a heaping...
With Black Ops 3 right there, that is a bold claim.
Yeah.
He wants shooty game? Yeah, pretty much. And again, I don't blame you for wanting to shoot in a Call of Duty game, but at the same time, his complaint was that it was not nonstop action the entire time. Which, again, playing as a CIA agent, it's Black Ops, it's not Modern Warfare, so...
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go, chat. We did it, finally, after 2.5 hours. We did it. We got through that. Again, I think the criticism about not utilizing the time period properly, I think that's fair. But I feel like a lot of his criticisms were just him having zoomer brain. And, the nonstop action thing again. So, yeah. L video, there you go. All right, Reforge. Reforge playing Elden Ring. Apparently, this was very bad. So, let me resize the window real quick. And then we will take a look. There you go. All right. And then this should be good, right? Yep. All right. That looks good.
Few weeks or whatever. This is unacceptable.
Alrighty.
I'm pretty upset I caved. Yeah.
Almost 7 minutes. Apparently, this is very
I'm
bad.
really disappointed. This thing, they raved about this game like it was the second coming of Jesus, and this game is in tatters as far as performance is concerned.
Hey, is it though?
Like, I've never played a game that performs this poorly.
Really?
Really? Oh, at least he can somewhat dodge. I'll give him that. Who let this guy cook? He didn't cook. He burned down the whole ass kitchen.
Yeah, I can't get consistent dodges. I think that's why I'm periodically saying I dodged. It's because of the frame stutters.
I don't think that's it, though. I didn't see any frame stutters right there. I'm not going to lie.
I will say there are frame stutters in Elden Ring.
There are.
That was not... That would happen there. No, you just stuck.
That was not a frame stutter.
Frame stutters are usually when a new area starts loading.
Yeah.
Or something. At least for me. Maybe my computer just stinks. But that's what happens. That's when that usually happens.
He gets a free hit on me. Like numerous times, he just gets free damage because I don't know why. I don't know why they did that.
It did what?
Why would you launch it running like this?
It seems to be running just fine.
How do you have a game that's based on iframes and dodging?
It definitely the stuttering and stuff was a lot worse at release. I'll say that. But right there, when you died right there, if that was there wasn't a stutter. You just missed dodge.
Insane attacks and have it doing this. Like, look at that. Look at those stutters.
Hold on, I got it.
What stutters, dude?
How do you have a game that's based on iframes and dodging insane attacks and have it doing this?
Okay,
Like,
little stutter
right there.
Look at those
Stutters.
Little stutter right there.
That was a generous dodge that I gave him that. I would say the second you hit them and see that little health go down, that's when you run the fuck away.
Yeah, honestly. You probably thought you had to kill this boss to progress.
Yeah. If he hasn't played Souls
exactly.
games before, then he wouldn't know that sometimes bosses are not required or even recommended.
Yeah.
In fact, in a lot of
attempted.
In fact, in a lot of them, it's my understanding that you start off fighting a boss that you have absolutely no chance in hell of beating unless you have like 1,000,000 billion hours and like 17,000 playthroughs of the game.
He only played Sekiro? Well, that explains it. That game works way differently. Alright, I mean, not going terribly right now. I do wish you would put the shield away in a two-hand, but... especially since he's barely using it.
You could do double the damage. Oh shit, he actually got a
There
stagger.
you go. Okay, wait, Reforge's gaming?
Get the freak out of here.
Never mind, he whiffed his fucking heavy charged attack. Okay, he's not completely
let him maybe let him cook? Hold on. Is this not completely terrible?
If you two-handed, you'd be in a much better situation. The dodge timings that the game is giving him are very generous.
Yeah,
he should have been absolutely fucking clobbered by that.
I knew not to do that. I got greedy.
Alright, well, at least he acknowledged his mistake. There you go.
Oh my.
Oh.
I was late on the jump that time. I know I was.
Alright. I always two-handed boss fights, same. Unless I'm, power stancing weapons.
Ooh, I got lucky there. I know not to do that.
He tried to block a shield with a shield. Hold on, look at this.
Just...
I block your shield.
I mean, technically he did.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of goofy. If this was DS1 or 2, he would have been dead twice already. Yeah, probably.
Indeed.
Alright. I'm just saying, he's doing all this as well before, like 2 or 3 heals. So, yep, there it goes.
So I blocked that with my shield and I still died.
Let's go back again and see what happened. He blocked it with his shield and still died. It's almost like he jumped. Almost. It's almost like your shield protects in front of you.
So I blocked that with my shield and I still died. Probably because my stamina wasn't full, and blocking takes stamina.
That is true.
Yeah, I think unfortunately we're trying to do something that you're obviously not intended to do, right? You're not intended to fight this guy like this, which that's fine. That's fine.
I mean, you can fight him however you want. It's just you're trying to fight him literally right at the beginning of the game, which is not what you're supposed to do.
No,
you're not.
It's not recommended.
But unfortunately, I'm now noticing that the frame issues are seemingly affecting my inputs.
I don't think that's what happened right there. I think you just suck.
I'm supposed to jump
I agree.
when he does that ground thing, and I'm doing it sometimes and it's working, and then other times I'm literally in the air and I take damage. So
you can't jump too early.
I'm unfortunately we're gonna. So what we're gonna do tomorrow is we're gonna do a talk show. we'll do a talk show about this because I'm very, very disappointed.
Bro hasn't even gotten past the first boss, and he's talking about how he's disappointed
in how this is performing, because I'm gonna run the PS4 version on my PS5, and I wonder how much different that fight's gonna be.
That won't be different.
Yeah,
that won't be different at all. If anything, it'll
Good
be
rigs
worse.
are required. The first boss meme, proper specs. Like, you're being so, like, you're being stupid.
Hold on, what did he say? Alright, hear that again.
Good rigs are required. The first boss meme, proper specs. Like, you're being so, like, you're being stupid. It has nothing to do with my rig, homie. Digital Foundry has literally said, regardless of settings, regardless of rig, these are things happening in the game.
That is true. There are stuttering issues still, but that is not what got you killed right there. So
the stutter is.
I hate how Reforge talks. Me too.
Is the stutter in the room with us, Reforge?
Yep. The stutter's right behind me, isn't it?
I didn't see the stutter happening there too much. Maybe like
literally
once or twice.
People with 3090s.
It should be different. What about the PS5's magical SSD? Yep. The SSD will stop the stutters. There you go.
With massive systems are having trouble. I have a 2080 Ti that I can drop an anvil on. My rig can run games at like the highest settings.
Not with a 2080 Ti, not anymore without a significant frame loss.
This is an actual thing baked into the game right now. My rig is like top in like it's like a top 90 rig in the world like right now. If you think of
top 90 in the, what does that even mean? Top 90 in the world. What is that?
About the actual stuff
so you're saying you are, out of everyone in the world who owns a computer, especially like a gaming computer, yours is the 90th.
The 90th. English is hard. Jesus.
You're the 90th best. I feel like there's more 3070s that exist than 90s, so I would say by default yours is not in the top 90.
He's playing on PS. He's playing on PC. He's on PC.
You absolute dumb fuck.
Better than mine having this issue. It's a known issue.
It
Do
is.
not be that guy in the chat right now. Digital Foundry literally.
I mean, you're just that guy all the time, to be fair. But
you're that guy in the voice.
The best rigs available, and they're getting the exact same result.
True, and you saw that issue like once during that play session, and then you rage quit.
It's doing it on the PS5. It's doing it on the Series X. It's something baked into the game. They're going to have to figure out why it's doing it.
Okay.
I tell you, if you watch him, it's his animations and his wind-ups. Every time I see him, he steps forward, and he does this thing. When he does that, it stutters like crazy every time.
That is simply not true, but okay. Again, it happened like once right there.
So there's something going on where it's either...
Top 90 is crazy, seriously.
It's calling a video file, audio file, animation file, something. It's calling that file, and when it calls that file...
Dude, he's trying so hard to sound smart right now. Like, listen to what he's saying.
Crazy every time. So there's something going on where...
Why is he angry? He's just such an angry person, dude.
It's calling a video file, audio file, animation file.
He's trying so hard to sound smart. Oh, it's calling a video file. It's calling an audio file. Like, dude, shut the hell up.
I really don't think that's how that works.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
That file, and when it calls that file, it's causing some kind of a disruption in the way the game runs. I've played games before where as soon as there's...
Actually, like, dude... He's even got the yellow shirt on. He literally looks like the nerd emoji.
Audio coming in from like the narration, the whole game like hitches. It goes to grab the audio file and it like bleh, like the system just like bleh, like grabs.
That's I don't, I'm no game dev expert or anything, right? Obviously. But I don't think an audio file is causing your 2080 to stutter. I'm not gonna lie.
There's something baked into this game that's causing that. I can't believe this game got media darling treatment. I really can't.
Yeah, outside of the stutters, it's a fantastic game.
The only things I dislike about Elden Ring are the stutters and the 60 FPS lock.
And of course, you hate that it's just terrible.
And also everything else about the game. But we don't need to talk about that.
It's absolutely terrible. There you go.
As if it is literally like,
that's actual technical talk.
Like messianic. Like it's literally like a religious experience, and it runs like garbage.
I mean, again, you had like one stutter there.
Yeah, bro gets one stutter and suddenly the game runs like
I'm not saying the game runs perfectly. It definitely still has performance issues, but like, golly. He did not lose that boss fight because of that. All right, now I really quickly... Can somebody in the chat, if somebody has it, can you send me the clip? I can't remember if Astro uploaded it or not, but what was it called? Reforge called people... He called his audience like the R slur. Or like slur.
Called him retarded.
They call him the R. They called him stupid with an stupid but with an R at the beginning. There you go.
Or stupid.
If anybody has that, and you could send it to me, that would be nice because I couldn't find it before, unless no. Okay, it wasn't this one. I'm gonna see. No. Reforge should just get off the internet. True. No. Yep, ranting against Alex again for the 50th time. Anything? Come on, where is it? I saw it and I really wanted to take a look at it. Where? Please let me find it. Please. If I say please enough, will it work?
No.
Please. What if I say? What if I say pretty please? Oh, here we go. It's this one. Here we go. All right, let's take a look.
They also get the
See, there you go. It's saying pretty please works. I was right.
Do it and show the benchmarks. This guy's that you could buy a pre-built $800 PC that'll match some of the titles and outperform the PS5 Pro. Do it. Buy the $800 PC and do the benchmarks. I can't wait for all the channels that continue to drive that ridiculously dumb narrative that you can buy a PC for roughly $700 to $800 that'll outpace the PS5 Pro. Do it. I can't wait to see your benchmarks of Horizon.
This has been said to death, so I don't know.
Just gonna
but that's
we've done that.
Oh, that's right. None of them are gonna do it.
We've
They'll just seethe, maul, yell, scream, and grift before it comes out, and when it does,
talk about pot calling the kettle black. Jeez.
Yeah, pot meet kettle.
Hymns calling other people grifters is crazy.
Will put their money where their mouth is. That's an easy prediction to make. We'll get to the end of November, and I bet you like only a handful of the outlets with integrity will actually show you side-by-sides. Here's a $700 PC. Here's the PS5 Pro. Let's take a look at how they benchmark test the exact same games. And the PS5 Pro is going to kick the crap out of your $700 PC. Do it. Benchmark Horizon Forbidden. You could do it right now, by the way.
I'm just going to point out that you can get a 2080 or a 20, like whatever, for, I believe, less than $400.
You can get a 3060 or a 3070 for like less than $500. So
I thought those were like laptop cards and not very good, like relative to a 30 series.
What?
Well, those are like laptop cards.
I said 3060 or 3070.
Oh, 3070, yeah, that one.
Maybe a pillow smack will help.
But 3060 and 3050 are like
no,
laptops.
a pillow smack would not help. No, I strongly disagree. A pillow smack will not help.
Can I hear pillow smack?
You're not allowed to do it. It wasn't a $10 dono. No.
Minx or Spec say so?
No, Minx didn't say so.
To wait for the Pro. That's what I can.
What if, as king, I
also Spec has no power.
To wait for the Pro. Go buy.
I didn't.
Your bargain bin $700 PC, used parts, whatever the frick you got to do. Go do it, and then let's see how well it runs Ratchet and Clank and Horizon and God of War.
No, Spec has no power. Sit down. No. Put the pillow down. No.
I said that it was Spec, Minxie, and...
All right, you know what? Let's let chat. Chat, should he hit me with the pillow?
Can we get a poll?
No, we won't do a poll. Just type 1 if Luke should hit me with the pillow. Type 1 if I deserve to be smacked, because I don't think I've done anything wrong. But who knows? Maybe I have. Maybe I've offended some of you somehow. Those ones don't count. Anyway, continuing on.
Let's just see it.
I'm overthrowing everybody.
Let's see how amazing this $700 machine is.
Pillow fight. Chat, should we record? Yeah, B-roll footage for tomorrow's video will just be us having a pillow fight. There you go.
There is a surprising lack of videos about that. It's almost like nobody wants to do it.
I think what it more is that people don't want to invest $700 into a one-time idea that they're never going to fucking use again.
Oh, I gotta hear that again.
There's a surprising God of War. Let's just see it. Let's see how well it runs parts, whatever the frick you gotta do. Go do it, and then let's see how well it runs Ratchet and Clank and Horizon and God of War. Let's just see it. Let's see how amazing this $700 machine is. There is a surprising lack of videos about that.
I mean, you can literally just look up videos benchmarking with like 3070s and stuff, but okay, whatever.
It's almost like nobody wants to do it.
Okay, I would say there's a few people who might, but like there's not as many people as you might think who would buy $700 worth of computer parts and assemble it and then benchmark for one video and then never use it again. That's just a waste of fucking money and computer parts.
Very true.
It's like they did.
Dictator, yes. I am becoming a dictator when it comes to not getting a concussion.
It's like they don't want to do it. They want to
hey, shut up. Keyword is tater.
Scream and yell
I like tater tots.
And, you know, call people like me a retard. Well, go do it, man. Go do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll PayPal you $700 so that we can all see you look like a clown. That's worth $700.
Dude, why is he so angry about it?
Why? Yeah, what the fuck?
I would take great joy in sending you $700 so that you could build the PC and publish the benchmarks of games right now that you can run really, really well on a PS5 already. Let's see it.
No one, I feel like he's maybe taking offense. Like he's feeling like people are saying, "Oh, games run." Like he's taking a compliment to PC as shade on PS5.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Obviously, like people are saying, "Oh, PC runs really well." He's saying that what he's hearing is, "Oh, PC runs well, so obviously PS5 is shit, garbage, trash."
Yeah,
never buy one. Like that's what he's hearing, but that's not what people are saying.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag not a Sony funny. He's so angry for no reason.
A $5 super chat from Cat Uncle adds to the super chat goal and says, "We obviously still need."
Chad, if I ever start a super chat, go kill me.
Early access reviews because no way a person can provide a useful review getting a game on.
Speaking of which, YouTube just added this funny little feature where I can set goals now.
Release 8 double-edged sword. I don't disagree with you. I don't. You know, a GPU that's as fast as 7800 XT is good enough for PS5 Pro performance. Do it. Do it. Go spend $700. People are spending more time yelling, screaming, seething, and screeching in the comments and on Twitter. They're spending more time doing that than just putting their money where their frickin' mouth is.
I mean, are you really expecting everybody to go out and spend $700? Like, people can say something and it can be true, and they don't have to go out and spend $700 to prove it. Like, what are you even talking about?
I'm also just gonna point out, I don't know how accurate the statistic is, but I remember in senior year of high school, so a couple years ago, I heard a statistic that a large percentage, I don't remember the exact number and I'm not gonna lie on it, but a large percentage of Americans don't have even $500 in a savings account. So most people can't even afford to fucking test this theory.
So what are we?
You dumb fuck!
Somebody made a statement about a $700 PC outperforming a PS5 Pro, and now he's demanding people go and drop $700 on a PC to benchmark it and prove it. Like, Jesus.
I'm gonna make the claim a Lamborghini is faster than my little Volkswagen. Now I have to go buy a Lamborghini to prove it.
Shit. Caden, go buy a Lamborghini right now, dude.
Fuck. Now I have to go.
That's it. We'll set up a super chat goal for Caden to get a Lamborghini to test this.
To test and see if a fucking Lamborghini is faster than my little Volkswagen.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That. Oh,
because obviously
I can only set number of super chats. Damn it! I want to set like a $2 million goal.
Dude, fucking. Yeah, a fucking 500K super chat goal would be unbelievable.
I really
no.
We'll set a 50 super chat goal, and they have to be $100 or higher. We are getting Caden his Lamborghini to test this.
We have to. We can make the claim, but we will never know for real. In real life, if a Lamborghini is actually faster than a Volkswagen.
This is so sad. I can't believe this.
Because obviously
a factual broke ass can't afford a Lamborghini.
Obviously, because you can't make factual claims without then immediately backing them up with money. Because of course.
Do it. It isn't difficult. By now, all these outlets should have the $700 PC in their possession.
But not everybody has $700 free in their possession.
And also, if I could make this claim, do I then also have to build a $700 PC? Because then I'd have two PCs, and that would be useless.
Yes, you have to build a $700 PC.
One of those would be useless to me. So why would I do that? I don't know.
See, what you do, take parts out of your PC until it goes down to $700. And then
all right, if I just
that. It doesn't matter if it's missing a CPU or something. Just take the parts out.
All right, I'll just take out the GPU, and then it'll be down to.
It'll probably be less than 700 at that point, but yeah.
Well, the GPU alone, yeah, I guess. Maybe I'll take out the CPU.
My dream car is a Porsche or a BMW. Why would your dream car be a BMW? Do you want to be 10 times worse at driving?
Do you want to lose the ability to use turn signal?
Yeah, you do know BMWs don't come with turn signals, right?
Yeah, you have to pay
and
extra
they automatically
for those.
make you a gaping douchebag if you drive one, so...
No, I fuck with Porsches, though.
Pillow
that's
smack
accurate.
you wanted, we needed IT.
No, no pillow smack. Pillow smacks are not happening.
More than enough time to go part pick their way to this bargain PC that's just going to be so amazingly great at playing 4K ray tracing 60 FPS games.
Do you really think the PS5 Pro is going to be doing that?
Also, no, I don't think anyone on the face of the planet is claiming a $700 PC can do 4K 60 RTX.
Nah, but he's claiming a $700 console can.
My fucking PC can't even do 4K 60 RTX.
Well, I mean, it could, probably.
I don't think I'd be hitting 60s, depending on the game, I guess.
No, I think you underestimate it a little bit, but still, it would be.
I mean, I don't know. RTX tanks the frame rate, and 4K also.
You now want to rambling. Why do you now want a BMW?
Do you want to die?
You want to be worse at driving.
You want to have.
Then again, having a BMW gives you plot armor, because then you're a terrible driver, but you just never die and you never get arrested or anything. So
you know whatever. If my fucking PC, whatever, maybe my PC could do 4K 60. RTX, but a $700 rig is not, and I don't think anyone's claiming that either.
Ray tracing
I think
he's claiming will lag anything. True. I already never use a turn signal. Please, chat.
You know what?
Please use a turn signal. No, that's not valid.
Never mind.
No, invalid. Chat, please use turn signals.
Do it.
You're going to get somebody killed, and it could be yourself.
The Volkswagen Golf. I'll just respond to that separately.
All right, go. No.
I'll do it. I mean, I don't know. The Volkswagen Golf is it's a hatchback. I mean, it's got a cool little engine.
Golf War?
Yeah. Oh, you spelled it with the Golf. I don't know. I mean, my car has a Volkswagen Golf GTI engine. Sounds pretty sexy. I don't know. I get hard whenever I put it in sport mode.
Car does sound very nice.
It has a very nice sport. I don't know. I thought I heard that the Volkswagen Golf was still manual, but that might just be bullshit. I haven't looked into it, but they're a cool little car.
There are too many people in Florida. There's too many people in California, dude.
There's too many people in general.
Man of integrity.
Yeah. Let's thin out the population. There's too many of you guys.
Hey, we got some nukes that still work, right?
Click clack, motherfuckers. Oh man,
it's not hard. I already have a 1600 for 450. Listen, I don't care what you do with your money. I don't
And you're demanding people spend $700 on a PC to test it.
care where you go to play your games. I care about
Do
truth.
you?
If you're going to make a claim, then prove it.
What? He doesn't have to prove it. It's not like there's somebody's life on the line or something, dude. He's just making a statement.
People have proved it before.
It's
already been proved.
What?
You don't have to prove. You don't have to reprove something.
On BO6 has the Omni movement for combat speed, but trying to ask but get nothing. I mean, it's more like the game is paced like a normal Black Ops game. It's just the Omni movement helps, like, you do some more cool tricks and stuff.
The Omni movement is not necessarily noticeable unless you specifically try to use it. Like for me, I don't have the attention span. I mean, that's the wrong word. I don't have like the mental. Span. I don't have the mental capacity to like take advantage of the Omni movement while I'm playing. I can barely do like sliding and shit. But I'm sure that there's people who get a lot who could get a lot of use out of the Omni movement.
Was right. Half y'all motherfuckers got to go. Yeah, exactly. Chat.
Yeah.
You actually been trapped. Everybody in this stream is about to get purged. I'm so sorry.
Easily outpace the PS5 Pro.
Reforge thinks he's Sony's last defense.
Yeah, honestly.
Seriously. It's not difficult. It's a real easy test. It's not subjective. It doesn't come down to opinion. It's a factual thing that can be
somehow you've managed to have the wrong opinion.
Yeah, somehow you have the wrong opinion about this factual statement.
Yeah.
You can spend the money and you can run benchmark tests.
I swear to God, he's not the only one who thinks this, but there's people, I don't know why, they seem to equate cost with like quality. So obviously if something's cheap, it must be shitty. And it could not possibly
the PS5 Pro is more expensive than the PS5. So it's automatically, what is it? It's Jesus Christ, 40% more expensive. So therefore it's going to be 40% better. 40% better frame rates, 40% better resolutions, all that stuff. Automatically. That's how that works.
It could not possibly be
Companies
that a $700
would never
PC,
price gouge.
It could never be that a $700 PC may be made of components that are, older and they're not the most modern, so they're marked down in price, but they're still very good components. No. It's just that they're not the top of the line anymore, so they're getting marked down.
Never, ever.
Hold on. You can get a fucking 20... Is there a 2090? That doesn't sound like a thing.
No, it's not a thing.
2080 Ti.
Don't forget 40% more magic in the SSD. Exactly. 40% more magic in the SSD. And also, when you turn on the PlayStation, the beep is 40% louder.
If I go to Amazon, 2080 Ti is kind of expensive.
It's still okay. Yeah, no, that was like the big thing with the 30 series is like they were way cheaper.
Okay, whatever. But yeah, you can get a 3060, which I assume is better than a PS5, for $280.
It's like roughly equivalent.
You can get it for $280.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty fucking cheap for a GPU. It's not cheap in general, but it's cheap for a GPU.
Race, you should know all.
Will it make the fanboys 40% more annoying? Yes. The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, at 40 times like 5. But
yes. This should be pedestrian for you. This should be easy. This should be child's
40% more magic in the SSD. Yeah.
Change the beep sound on my PS5 to loud and play it. Yeah. Oh no, we've done that before. That was funny.
It should be really easy. All of us, dumb console noobs like we're clueless. I mean, so grace us with your wisdom, please.
I mean, you're not clueless because you're on console. You're clueless because you're just a dumbass.
On God.
I might do it when the
PS5. For PC, you need more than a GPU? Yes, far more than a GPU. I just imagine like a GPU sitting on a desk and you just like poke it with a stick and you're like, come on.
Yeah, so for a PC, you need like a
you need a motherboard, GPU, CPU, RAM, chassis,
power supply.
Power supply.
Probably a case, unless you want to
I said chassis. And then
that's for cars.
Storage,
that's for a car.
Shut up! Get up!
Yeah,
this
fair
Pro
enough.
comes out just because
or just buy a pre-built. Do not.
Dude, you can buy a pre-built if you want. I advise against it. I strongly recommend building it on your own. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Jay-Z 2 Cents already made a video on this topic. Yeah, I remember I watched him a couple of years ago. He was pretty cool.
What's funny about it, Purple Haze, is that content would get great click rate. It would. People are interested. It's a hot topic.
Well,
it's a hot
I would say the hottest
for like one fucking video.
I would say the hottest topic right now is probably the election, but yeah.
Topic. When the thing got announced, like every thumbnail with the price point.
Pre-built Alienware, am I right? I've heard bad things about Alienware, but I will say they make their products look enticing to those who like are less educated on like
Alienware has a good like theme or like design.
It
or whatever.
looks
I will
cool.
say I think it looks cool, but obviously it's the same as any other pre-built, but marked up even higher.
Mm-hmm.
And
the best pre-built is the Steam Deck. Facts. The best pre-built
God.
PC is the Steam Deck. There you go.
Going like this.
When is Steam
like,
Deck
they
2
all
coming
got-
out?
Yeah, when is Steam Deck 2?
Got clicks. Like it's a hot topic. It'll be a really hot topic over the next couple of weeks because the thing's going to be in the possession of the public, and it'll be like this thing is either going to do what it said it's going to do or it's not. And according
Well, it's certainly going to do what it said it's going to do. It's going to give you a slight resolution bump.
It's just gonna not do much more than the PS5.
It is. Don't get it twisted. It's going to do exactly what they said it's going to do. The problem
what they
is,
said it's going to do, yeah.
What they said it's going to do and what people are thinking it's going to do are two very different things.
Yeah.
Phrase from the professor.
What?
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it.
She used to say that all the time.
Who? Which professor?
The pregnant one.
Oh, her? Oh.
She said it all the time.
Okay. I wasn't really paying.
Never mind.
too
Don't
much
worry
attention
about it.
to the Digital Foundry hands-on, it is doing it. So it's like,
when is Steam Deck Remastered coming out? True.
I don't know what's so.
I mean, you could argue the OLED was a remaster.
Difficult about building a $700 rig and doing benchmark tests. There are PlayStation games right now that you can do it with. Show us how great these.
Just look it up on YouTube.
Rigs are. It's just real easy.
Yeah.
I can get great performance from Horizon Forbidden West and Ratchet and Clank right now on my standard PS5. Can you even get that level of performance on these all-powerful $700 PCs?
No. Well, not that level. We can get far better, but yeah. The parts being 40% better on paper does not directly translate to being 40% better on performance. The noticeable difference is not going to be much, and nobody pays attention after the first 15 minutes. Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Yeah, that's
it's
exactly
like
the problem.
yeah, I'm sure it's true that the GPU is 40% more powerful, but that's not going to translate over much in game because again, the CPU is still going to bottleneck it.
I'm gonna take a guess that the placebo effect is gonna have
Oh no,
more
dude,
of
the
an
placebo
impact.
effect is gonna go crazy. Oh man.
Anyways,
discussion is actually all right. Thank God. Wow. I think we're gonna call it honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because golly, that was a doozy. I almost lost my mind watching that Griffin COD review. So and then of course, Reforge does not help anything, and we got to avoid Dreamcast guy. So thank God. No Dreamcast guy?
For a week.
I mean, we've been going for, over 3 hours now? So
just over 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 3 hours.
And I know Alex does 4 or 5 hour streams, but I am not Alex.
It's also midnight, almost.
True.
Yeah.
So
hold on, somebody DM. Crystal, did you get muted on live stream? Just wondering. I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing.
You're muted?
No, apparently somebody in the Discord was saying that she got muted.
No, I can hear you when I unmute the stream. You're fine.
Yeah,
that'd be so awkward though.
That would be hilarious, but people would have spammed about it. All right, yeah. Anyway, chat. Thank you all so much for being here. And I will definitely have a video out tomorrow on some BO6 salt. So I guess get excited for that. It's just afternoon here. Nice. Where are you? Australia, I would assume.
Probably the other side of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for all the support as always. And be good people. And we will catch you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.